Okay, let's do this.
I think I got a chat up here someplace. There it is.
All right, we're live, everybody, live on my channel. YouTube even told me so. All right,
Live chat. Go on live chat.
there we go. So what's happening, everybody? Who do we got hanging out there? I see Swaggy Thane. What's up, Swaggy?
Waggy.
We got James Rivera in the house. What's up, brother James? Hope you're not.
James.
Hope the Midwest hasn't frozen over yet. I know it's getting close, but Jay is bored. What's happening, man?
What's up, Jay?
His D&D watching has gotten him in trouble trying to figure out where fresh03's gotten off to. You can blame Swaggy Shane for that. That's all his. It's all his fault. All right, Echo Dub's gonna hop in later. What's happening, brother?
Echo Dub.
Ian Thomas, what's happening, man? Mowgli, what's
Brother
happening?
Ian.
Hey,
Brother
Ian.
What's up, Mowgli?
Mowgli.
I see Tim B in the house. What's up, Tim?
Tim.
Al Ben, what's going on, man?
Alabama. What's up, brother?
Ooh, I'm on top chat. We need to switch that. Get back to some live chat.
Has Mowgli been around for a while? He hasn't been around for a while.
Mowgli, yeah, Mowgli's here almost every weekend
Oh, okay.
that I'm able to run a show.
He
Is
pops
that
in Tim's chats from now and then.
Oh.
This RY4 is getting nice and dark, baby.
Good, that's what
Nice.
you want. Yeah, mine's like that.
Oh, yeah. Can't even see through this tank anymore.
Yeah, I prefer
I
to take mine and just dump it right in the trash.
Oh, you know, I wasn't the biggest tobacco fan until I tried that Ripe Vape VCT, the vanilla custard tobacco. Like, I really tended to stay away from them, and then I vaped that, and I was like, holy crap, that's way better than anything else I've ever tried. And then once I tried that, I started getting more adventurous. And
Any of the ones that Tim has made that he's had me try, it just makes me crave a cigarette because I get that tobacco taste in my mouth, and I'm like, I'd rather just stay away from it.
That's fair.
You've tried 555 Gold?
Hi, Fee.
Trust me, it's good. It's good. I thought the same thing as you, Cassie. I don't want to go near tobacco. That's good. And with an RY4 double by Jungle Flavors, really, really nice.
Has anybody else been told that they smell like tobacco after they vape a tobacco?
No.
No.
Because I have.
Really?
I'm usually mixing it with something else.
I'm
Well,
just talking about
do you
double
smell-
RY4.
I mean, do you smell like a tobacco? Do you smell like a cigarette, or do you smell like a tobacco leaf? Because that's very different smells.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to ask next time because
If
I really
there's-
like that RY4 double, and I've been staying away from it because of that. But screw it.
Yeah, I mean, look, if they say you smell like a cigarette, they're full of shit.
Ah,
A cigarette is disgusting. The smell of a cigarette burning is disgusting.
What's up, Pete?
that's absolutely correct.
Well, the initial light up doesn't smell bad. It's everything after. That's always been the thing. Like if I'm standing around someone who smokes right when they light up, I'll still go like. But after that, I'm like, ugh.
God, I had a guy, a heavy smoker in the locker right next to me when I was still working. And every morning it was like, oh. I would come in to try to get early enough so I wouldn't see him when he was on the day shift.
Wow, that bad?
Yeah,
Well,
but
you
that-
know, his whole locker smelled like cigarettes. But then when he came in, just from your last smoke before you walk in the building.
Yeah. I remember the first time I really smelled cigarettes again after I had quit. Like I remember that because I was sitting on the bus riding to work and this heavy smoker got on, and I was just kind of sitting there like eyes closed because my bus stop was the last one, so I couldn't sleep through it, which was really nice. And I'd be sitting there, and all of a sudden it's like, what the, like, did I grab an old shirt or something? And it was just some dude walking by, and it smelled so bad, so bad. And I'm like,
Oh.
that was that realization. Like, man, that's what I smelled like all these years. So
Yep.
Embarrassing.
so,
I know we thought we could hide it from people.
Yeah.
I went around for months apologizing to all my friends that they had to put up with my stink for so long. My goodness.
Oh, hi, Fee. There's Wendy Lou. What's up, Wendy Lou?
Loo-hoo.
Matt Williams. Yeah, well, long time no see, man. Yeah, we're still hanging out, man.
Matt Williams, third base, Giants. You remember him?
My ears. My ear got crushed by my headphone. I'm wounded. I'm wounded.
So, all right. All right, so how was your day? How was your week, Dave? Well, how was your last couple weeks? Because I wasn't feeling good last weekend.
Good. Everything wound down, so it was like big panic to get everything shut down for maintenance at work. So everyone's running around like a chicken with their heads cut off. I need this part. I need that part. I need blah, blah, blah. So it's pretty crazy.
I need all
It's
my
over.
year-end
I'm off.
requisitions in right now, Dave.
Yeah.
I had
mean,
I had 12 months to think of all this stuff, and I'm going to drop it all on your desk now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. That's exactly how it happened.
And you're on vacation first time in 5 years or whatever.
Crazy.
Yes? No? Yes?
What?
Vacation?
Yeah, it's my first time in years and years and years to have 2 straight weeks off.
That's awesome.
Probably a decade.
Fantastic, man.
So it's nice. I'm going to enjoy it.
Thank
Catch
you.
up on all the mixing I've been falling behind on.
Yeah. Never really fall behind. I mean, you mix what you need, and then you're off and running.
Yeah, it's just the stuff that I've been theory crafting. I thought, oh, I'd really like to try that, and then I get sidelined or whatever. So I'm going to go back for all that.
You can be like me and have an alt account that has like 3,000 theory crafted recipes that you'll probably never touch. So. But yeah, I mean, I'll still go look at ELR in the morning, see what the new recipes are. Go look at ATF, see what the new recipes are, see what people are doing. Like, oh, that sounds interesting. But I'm not as diligent nearly as I used to be. I hate to say, but I'm slowing down in my old age. That and every time I turn around, something else breaks on me. So, yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of other matters on my mind. We'll see how things get when I get settled. But yeah, I mean, even that, I mean, I'm still. Yeah, for the update, everybody, update on fresh03. Still waiting on my final offer for the job. I got the job. They said it's yours. I just have to wait for the final paperwork to get done, and then the final job offer to get made, and then all the balls start rolling. We'll see how fast it all just goes stampeding down a hill, which at this point it sounds like it'll be pretty fast and furious. But anyway,
Are they going to have to hire someone into your position and you train them?
they've got someone for the guy who was a piece of shit who worked with me.
Uh-huh.
They've made the job offer to her, and she accepted, so she'll be on board at some point. Nobody's really sure when. She's in the same boat I am. You're waiting on the government to do their paperwork and decide that everything's okay. So once she comes on board, I'll probably wind up around for a little while to train her. I mean, if I'm not, they're all gonna be hurting. But yeah, I talk to my new boss lady pretty frequently about, hey, this is where I'm at. This is what's going on with me. If there's anything you can do to help, thanks. But yeah, it's funny. It's funny. My new boss is actually lives in North Carolina. She doesn't live anywhere in Montana. So it'll be fun. It'll be funny to see how everything goes. Like how are the yearly evals going to go, that sort of thing. But
Yeah.
with nobody there to keep an eye on me.
I was going to say, yeah, because they asked before, it's going to be right out of your place, right?
So
no?
they're actually building a new section to the building, and that's where I'll be working. That's not even going to be done till March. They said that there was plenty of work for me to do in the meantime. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how it all pans out. I'm gonna be over there next weekend. I'm leaving next Thursday morning, and I'll be over there until the 1st, and then I'll come back.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so I mean, driving that stretch of road in the winter, it can be a little gnarly, but we'll see how it all turns out. In theory, it's only a 6-hour drive, so it's not too bad. You know, leave here probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. Get over there about 4 in the afternoon, probably.
You get a vehicle, Freshie? How you getting there?
Rented a car.
Oh, nice.
My dad works for Enterprise, so I get the family and friends rate.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So anyway, enough about fresh03. Cassie, how was your week?
It's good.
Good. Nothing. No new
Nothing
adventures.
special,
Or...
just him working on cars, and that's it. Lots of mixing.
Just looking out the window every once in a while, throw something at him, make sure he's still kicking.
He'll come in eventually, and if not, and it starts getting dark, then I'll worry.
Okay. So you're one of those. When the street lights come on, you got to be inside, Tim.
Well, it's hard to work on the car in the dark.
True.
Give me a drop light.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's called drop light.
Yeah, they got those nice magnetic drop lights now. You just stick them onto the hood.
Yeah,
And,
those are nice ones.
yeah.
Nah, he just comes in when he starts getting hungry and says, "Feed me."
Merry Christmas. Work harder and longer.
What's up, Kevin K?
What's up, Kevin K? Alola.
Hey, Angela.
Hi, sis.
Yeah, the Friday night. I loved the Friday night show. It just once I got sick, I couldn't do it. I can barely do the shows that I do now. To be honest, Matt Williams. I usually wind up on my ass for a couple hours after this one, and yeah, I'm not sure you track the whole thing once when I got sick, and basically I had to take like a year and a half off. And
Wow.
thankfully I had Larry and Lumi doing the L&L takeovers, and they kept the channel going and kept running shows and kept everything going till I started feeling better. But yeah, I mean I'm not nearly the person I used to be. But I was also overdoing it. Being on shows 7 days a week was out of hand. So, yeah, I mean when I'm feeling up to it, I jump on stuff. But a lot of times, by the time I get home from work, I'm so exhausted that there's no energy left for almost anything, to be honest. Like I come home and I'm usually in bed by 7, 8 o'clock. I usually don't go to sleep till like 9, 10 o'clock. Sometimes a little later, but I'm usually laid out, not moving. By like 7, 8 o'clock.
There's Piper.
What's up, Piper?
Aww.
Where's the pop? Poppy!
Mhm.
Pip pip! She has her own special call.
Who's my dog?
Love me, mommy.
Yeah, so how many times did she get taunted by the cat this week, Dan? One?
Oh, the cat's gone. It hasn't been around for a while, so I'm
Aw.
lucky.
I thought that cat was gonna move in.
Yeah, I thought so too. I'm like, oh great, now I got to deal with this.
And once you
And I didn't know that she hated cats so much.
once you get a cat, it kind of changes your opinion on everything. I always loved cats, so my grandma always had a cat when I was growing up, and I spent a lot of time out with my grandma. But we always had once when my mom married my stepdad, we always had a couple dogs around too, and it was always great. It's great having the dogs go out and hang out with the dogs and run them around. The scoop and the poop thing I didn't like so much, but
I always loved hiking the hills with my dogs.
yeah,
Or hiking down by the creek.
yeah.
and throwing a rock in the water, and the dog sticking his whole head underneath the water to get the rock. So funny. He always come back every time with something goofy that they did.
Huh.
You know,
Yeah.
I love dogs.
Yeah, when I was wrestling in high school, I'd take my dog Coco, and she would go on all my runs with me. She was
Oh, nice.
always kind of a chubby dog, but she'd follow right along with me.
Aw.
Always wanted to go. So, and then yeah, when we moved out to the country, we had this great big huge like 2.5, 3 mile loop that went around where all the residential houses were out in the area, and you could go. I'd go out running that, and then at that point we had. No, Muggsy didn't come along till I was older. I think I was just about ready to leave for the army when Muggsy came along. By that point, I wasn't wrestling anymore. I was playing basketball, so I wasn't going out and running, 10 miles at a time.
Ernie D.
Who's here?
Ernie D, the basketball player.
Oh. Yeah, you don't quite need you don't quite need the same stamina as you do when you're wrestling, when you play basketball. That and I, growing up and changing a bit, becoming more of a troublemaker, more interested in going out and smoking pot with my friends, or doing any drug with my friends. But,
Drug du jour.
yep, exactly. No Soul Train Express stories for us this week, Dimlin?
No, but I do have a PSA.
Oh, damn.
Uh-oh, okay.
Go to Costco and get the Kirkland jeans, men's jeans. The whole thing, they're all stretchy.
Oh, nice.
From top to bottom, they're stretchy.
Nice.
Interesting.
And you can sit down without feeling like you're getting cut in half, and you can bend down and it bends at your knees and your butt and everything. They are beautiful.
I'll have to go look. I'll have to go check some out. The problem for
Stretchy
me
jeans are
is
the best.
the problem for me is they never have my size.
Oh, they'll have your size. They got a million sizes.
And they have them in the women's sizes at Walmart, because that's where I get mine, DeMillan.
Oh, they have them at Walmart too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll tell my sister, because she went down and grabbed a pair, and she's just happy as I'll get out with them too.
You get that work action going.
Yeah, it was a total surprise too, because I thought they were just the regular, Kirkland jeans, because they're just a basic jean. And I pulled them on, and I'm like, whoa, look at this. Oh man!
Check
How
me out now.
how something so small can just like make your day,
Oh yeah.
That's all it takes sometimes.
Yeah, the first time he got some stretchy jean material, he was like, "Oh my God, how have I been wearing other jeans? These are so much better doing work."
Oh yeah.
I've been telling you, Tim.
Beat
And they
up.
look like regular jeans.
They look and feel like regular jeans. They're stretchy and you can move.
Yes. I mean, that's such a brilliant idea.
There's Fitty.
What's up, Fitty? I see Graham's out there.
Hey, Fitty.
Is that V-Dog?
Yeah.
V-Dog.
Graham spelt correctly.
But that was my big thing for the week. That's all I did.
Costco jeans?
Costco jeans.
Lucky that's all it was. Usually you walk into Costco and you leave $500 lighter.
Well, I mean, I did get a few extra things, but I'm pretty good at that. I just get the staples from there, like all the paper goods and my Premier Protein shake.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one. Chocolate. Mmm.
I like, what do I get from there? The one thing that they're taking out of the store. There she is. Hi, Poppy. You coming up you coming up to hang out with your people? I usually get I get a lot of the like stuff that I can eat a lot of there. So I'll get like pepperoni and peanut butter and lunch meats, stuff like that that you can eat a lot of.
Right.
What? Telling her to come up, see if she'll do it.
God, I haven't been to a Costco or a Sam's in so long.
It's definitely worth it.
They have really good socks too. They have
Yeah.
these good work socks, Addie, that you would really love.
There we
Thank
go.
goodness we don't have to worry about that anymore, huh, DeMillan?
Yeah, but they're like merino wool, but they're not merino wool, but they're fake merino wool. I don't know what they are, but they're really good socks. Just for wearing around.
Yeah,
You know.
Costco's notorious for having good socks.
Yeah.
I love my human.
I'm excited. Tim got the notification. My Christmas present's coming in on Thursday. I'm
Oh,
getting
excellent.
pizza socks to wear to my brother's house because they say on the bottom, if you can read this, bring me pizza. So I'm going to wear them to my brother's house.
That's cute.
Because he'll see and he'll be like, why are you wearing pizza socks? And then I'll be like, just read them. And I'll pick up each foot. And then he'll offer to bring Tim pizza and tell me to go, do something mean.
You're about to fall off.
He's balanced. She's
waiting on
balancing up there.
Waiting on a
She's rolling around. She does this a lot. She rolls around and doesn't really pay attention and just falls off of stuff.
That's the beauty of cats. They don't have to pay attention. They land on their paws.
Yep.
Bunnies
Okay.
are the same way. Ashley normally lands on the dog. There's a Tim.
There he is. Hi, Tim. So yeah, I was. What else do I get at Costco all the time? Cat litter, cat food. They have really good little tins of cat food you can get there for really good price.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, they don't carry my dog's dog food, so of course she has to have special dog food.
I mean,
You
they've
know.
got.
Tommy.
Kanan.
Oh, Canin. Okay, Royal Canin.
Yeah, Royal Canin. Hey, real Tommy.
Tommy, the birthday boy.
Happy birthday.
Tommy's
Happy
birthday is
birthday.
a couple days ago. What's up, Tim?
Nice, Tommy.
Hey.
Hey, Tim.
Oh,
Oh, look at how nice and Christmassy you are.
Yeah, 'tis the
It's
season.
really
Right?
great when he grabs flavors from his shelves behind him, Addie, because he really pulls Jesus off and he just plucks them out of the village or out of thin
I know.
air.
I saw it on Benny's show.
would you like some VSO cranberry?
I don't know about cranberry, but I got some VSO white chocolate and some VSO peppermint sitting here.
Hi, Papa Stormy.
I got a whole box of new flavors in here.
The invisible box. See, it's a Christmas box. You can't really see it. I got to unwrap it.
Perfect.
Good for you, Stormy.
What's going
Where's
on
it
with
from?
Stormy?
Bull City.
Oh, nice.
Doesn't have
Which
to
means
vape.
he's got a bigger bottle of milky caramel fudge, so I can have my bottle of milky caramel fudge.
Huh.
Which is good because I want to mix more of my Silent Night. That was really good.
I want a perch like he has. I want a cat behind my head. That's not fair. I'd rather have a cat than a
So bring
tree.
home my work kitty that you're supposed to steal, and you'll have a cat up there.
He keeps trying.
Well, congratulations, Papa Stormy. That is the ultimate goal. Is
Yeah.
to be free. So, I think I'm pretty lucky because of I've transitioned to zero. Pretty. I'll still have some nicotine every once in a while if I'm going through some stressful times, but for the most part, I'm at zero. So
You're at 0?
I have been for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah, if I've got a little pod, I'll put some 6 in it, and I'll just have a couple rips on that if I'm getting too stressed out. But for the most part, yeah, I've been at 0 for quite a while.
Oh,
So-
speaking of, I don't have a mod over here.
I feel like I could walk away anytime. So, and
See
that's
what
that
happens
was.
when
I
I'm
mean,
not
that's
out there?
that's the goal. You know. Now I just do this for an excuse to hang out with my friends on Saturday mornings. Saturday afternoons for all you weird East Coasters.
I know it.
As much as I hate to admit it, Fresh, I'm not far from you on that. I could stop. I could. I know I could. Because I sometimes go a whole day without vaping.
Ah, there he is. There's Echo
Speaking
Dub.
of pods, I have a pod coming in the mail.
What you getting?
Hey, Echo Dub.
Hello.
It comes on Tuesday, of course.
Of course,
It's
yeah.
a SX Mini Pure Max.
Oh, the Pure Max. Yep.
The Pure Max, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that looked neat.
It's supposed to be a really tasty, like a real good
Stealth
flavor.
setup. I'm using my stealth setup. I did.
Okay.
Not a bad stealth setup, man.
That's coming. Yeah, but that's why I got it out is because I got that PWM coming.
Oh,
Hi,
sweet.
Daniel.
I got Amatorium in here too. Glamour.
Nice.
Mmm.
I didn't know I had a bottle of it left. I do. I found the original bottle that he sent over the flavoring in. I forgot I mixed some into that, and I found it. It's like, yes, score.
Right on.
Ironically, while there's more of it coming, more of the concentrate coming from Nick, he's sending it right now, like it's in the mail on the way here. Ironically,
I'm more excited about trying the country fudge.
yeah. Big shout out to
I've
Nick,
had the flavor.
Nick Reality. That's really excited about that. Being able to try it and try that for country fudge.
Excellent.
Mixing it myself, even that's the hard part. He's making me DIY it myself though.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Fiddy has a contest update.
Ooh, contest
here we go.
update.
He said there's about 8 to 10 recipes we are testing again, but by the end of the month, we will announce maybe January 1st.
Yeah,
Nice.
I always assumed it would be right around there. So
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, Fiddy. I know it is.
ooh, Fiddy, can you give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Is one of the panel members on here? That way we're not spoiling a whole lot. Is one of the panel members in here? Panel members on here in your top 8 to 10. And then one of these folks. And if we're not, it's perfectly fine. I've lost so many DIY contests at this point. I don't care.
You know what the ultimate goal is? To end up with something you can ADV.
Yep.
I could ADV mine. I contest one.
I can totally ADV mine.
Mine
I
too.
could mine too if Tim would let me.
DeMillans, you look good.
Flower.
Million years look good. That's only because the medicine flower will be gone by next week at the rate you go through it.
I have
Yeah.
been so careful. I have only gone through half of that 60 mil that I mixed 2 weeks ago
Only half. So.
because I'm pacing it so I don't go
hey.
through it super
I'm
fast.
pacing too. See, you pace yourself with this type of tank. You know, it paces you. You only fill it once a day.
Oh, you picked them up, the melon.
Yeah. I picked
And-
up a whole bottle of pencil shavings.
Oh no, does it
I'm
really?
so
Yeah.
sorry about that, DeMillin.
So
That's
sad for that because that is an awesome dark chocolate.
If you
Well,
weren't on-
I still have hopes. I tested it last night, and it kind of tasted still pencil shavingly, but it's kind of leaning its way towards chocolate. But I'm not like saying, "Wow, this is chocolate."
It does take a while to steep, so you might
it
get
does.
lucky.
It is a long steeper.
So I'm
As
gonna
far-
give it another week.
Well, at least there's 2 chocolates you enjoy now. Creme
Yeah.
de menthe, and chocolate ice cream, right? Dark chocolate ice cream.
Yeah, the dark chocolate
Yeah.
ice cream fiber.
And chocolate Deutsch, right?
No, not chocolate Deutsch.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought chocolate.
we got
I
a
thought,
thumbs
I'm
up
not sure
from
why I
Fiddy.
had that in my brain that you could do chocolate Deutsch.
No.
Huh. Well, we got a thumbs up from Fiddy. So that means somebody here is
Ah.
Casty for the win.
I
Yeah.
You.
The newbie comes in and takes it all.
That's right. That's right.
Biddy, I think I did it at 0.5%.
So, Addie, the trick is you come in as a newbie, but you have to have access to 2,000 flavors plus.
Right.
Okay, got it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Right now, it's been about a week and a half.
I can't help it that I'm like one of the most spoiled new mixers ever because I have you and just use your flavors.
Oh, I feel sorry for you though, Cassie, because you haven't gone through all the trials and tribulations of ordering and getting and filing and sniffing.
Oh, I've had to do the
all
filing.
that.
Trust me, I've done a lot of the organizing.
She's done her share of single flavor testing too. Because if I have a question about it, I go, what do you think? And so she does get her share of single flavor testing.
Wow.
But I'm still not going unnoted because screw having to do it constantly.
Yeah.
You missed all the fun on ECF and doing mixes with drops and.
Graham spelt correctly's in chat. Nice.
And Daniel says hashtag Sam sucks. Apparently Sam's cracking the whip. Yeah, normally I am on the Flavor of the Year show. I'm going to be in Montana this year. So
Yeah, that's what you said. You're going to be out of state. That sucks.
yeah, that does suck. Once I get there and I see what sort of internet I've got, I might turn that into a maybe. But
That'd be awesome if you could.
no, the first, I'll be driving back the first. I'm not sure how I'll be feeling.
You know what's funny about that is the best flavor I think I had picked out. Not a problem. Worst flavor, that's tough. There's a few that were really doozies this year. There were a few that I just can't vape. That is bad.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything that really made me go, what was that? I mean, there was a few in the past where I was like, I don't even know. But I mean, with me limiting what I picked up this year, like I generally waited until I got a really good consensus opinion before I grabbed stuff. So I didn't have too many terrible flavors. I mean, I can certainly rehash some of the real awful ones, but
I've dwindled it down to 2 flavor house releases. 2 flavor house releases were full of a bunch of bad ones, and I got to just pick one out of them, and it's going to be tough. I don't know. There's just some that I just don't like in any way, shape, or form.
yeah, and see if I came on the show, I'd be like, man, I like that one.
Probably, yeah.
I mean,
I don't think so.
best flavor release this year has got to be VSO Pure Pumpkin because it's like
Yeah.
actually pure pumpkin.
Swaggy had
Okay,
a lot of good releases this year.
Yeah, but I'm going to say that the pure pumpkin is best because he made that and released it for me because it doesn't have the spice note in it.
Well, unless you're coming on, you're not going to get that one as a number one because I'm not voting pumpkin. Sorry.
Yeah, isn't it good, Addie?
I gotta try it. I think I'm gonna mix with it today.
It is good, Addie.
Tim told Nick about it and he's really excited. So I'm going to mix him up some of the pumpkin frosting with it and send it when we send his stuff here soon.
Yeah, Thursday's vlog was great. It was just such a good vibe the whole show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hadn't really been in that sort of a mood for a while, so it was good. Good to see.
He's also interacted more with the mixing community lately, and that's nice to see. You've gotten shouted out quite a few times, Fresh, lately. I don't know what's up with that.
I have.
Yeah, when he has to add Nick shots and shake them, he goes, "Wait, I got to do it the fresh way and do eye contact."
Perfect.
Yep.
That's right.
Because Fresh said so. I don't know why, but
It's because it's creepy.
He knows why.
He knows why. He's been on my show.
He's doing a show tomorrow, a Christmas Eve show.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, I thought about throwing on all the Christmas movies that I'm willing to watch and just kind of sitting and hanging out and like doing a running commentary with folks, but because last year a new one got added to the Christmas movies I will watch. That was a Violent Night.
That's my favorite Christmas movie.
It was fucking. I couldn't believe how good it was.
We've watched it twice this year.
Really good.
It was so surprisingly good.
Okay, I gotta say the ending was a little bit, but
yeah.
I mean, other than that, it was a great movie. And Christmas Day, Fresh. Don't forget, you can come on too. I'm going to be doing my typical gathering mental health / stream.
Absolutely.
For Christmas Day.
Absolutely. I think I have to spray I think that's supposed to be a half a decent day because we've been getting absolutely shit on here weather-wise, but I think that's supposed to be a decent day, so I have to go out and put one more layer on the garage. But other than that, I think I should be cool to hang out. What time are you doing it?
It's 6 p.m. Eastern. Is when I'm going to start.
So 3 p.m.
Probably last most of the night. Probably last all night. Most of the time
That's
it does.
3 o'clock our time.
Okay. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, because
We're going to possibly play some games, Fresh. Possibly play some games.
Games.
Think
Well,
you
someone's got to play Die Hard.
Oh, Die Hard you watch so that Hans Gruber falls off Takanomi Plaza right at the stroke of midnight. That's how you end
And he's about
Christmas.
to change his background.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yep. You mean that one?
There you go.
Yeah, we've actually watched Violent Night 3 times so far this year because Ashley absolutely loves it. And if it goes across and starts playing the preview, she's like right at the TV. So we're like, I guess that's what we're watching.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Honey gets control of the remote, not us.
Yeah, so it was one of the most surprisingly good movies I saw last year.
No, it was I did not expect it to be good. I thought it was gonna be terrible. It was actually really good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I saw the cast and I was like, John Leguizamo at this point in his career, he really doesn't sign up for anything that is going to be a total bomb. Because he's been around long enough and he's been successful enough that he can just kind of pick and choose whatever he wants to do. I saw him
Played kind of a different character.
He hadn't played a villain in quite a while.
Nope.
So yeah, it was So I was like, all right, well, it can't be that bad. So, but yeah,
He's come a long way from being a little
anybody who's
boy
in the
in a
mood
dress.
for a good Christmas action movie, if you don't get enough from Die Hard, Violent Night. Can't recommend it enough. It was really good.
Now I want to watch it again.
If you thought the Jack Frost version of Santa was badass, well, you need to watch this.
There's a new Eddie Murphy, Candy Cane Lane.
I saw that.
Is it any good?
No, we didn't watch it, but I saw it was advertised.
Yeah.
We might have to watch it.
Yeah, I was already planning on it at some point this weekend.
I mean, it's Eddie Murphy.
There you go. Merry Christmas.
Huh.
Oh man,
Santa.
What was the other
Perhaps
the other
Satan.
one that I enjoyed that came out recently? Krampus. That was several years ago, but Krampus is quite a bit of fun.
Krampus?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Krampus is a lot of fun. I don't think it's quite. I didn't enjoy it quite as much as I enjoyed Violent Night, but it's a good one if you want that Christmas horror movie. I did watch a movie last night. Made me think of you, Tim. Have you ever seen Pearl?
Pearl.
Pearl with Mia Goth.
No. Is it good?
Yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's fucking bizarre, like most of her movies are, but it was it surprised me.
Poodle Pearl.
No, not.
Still
She is kind of alone in the woods, but.
we still got finished Wheel of Time last season. We haven't watched it yet. We haven't time.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I've been watching Reacher.
That looks good. That's the way Reacher was supposed to be in the beginning of the whole thing. I don't know. The previews look like it's done right.
Well, my thing that always cracked me up. I'm like, Reacher's supposed to be like 6'5", 6'6". How the fuck are you gonna?
Yeah.
How the fuck are you gonna have Tom Cruise, 5'6" Tom Cruise, try and play a dude who's 6'5", 6'6"? Like you just.
Yeah, that's why I like this new guy that looks the part. He looks the part.
Camera angles.
He's. I mean, even with camera angles, you can't fool me, Tom Cruise.
Camera angles, 6 foot stilts, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he'd have to have some hellacious heels on for that. I remember watching it and thinking it was but the actual Reacher show is actually quite good.
Wow.
Yeah, the Reacher show. The guy's big. He's a big guy.
He's a big boy. Yeah, and then whenever he gets into a fist fight, it's just like Jesus. Like that is not a dude I'd want to fight.
Ooh, Mowgli just watched all 4 John Wicks yesterday.
Yeah, we did that like a month or two ago. A few months ago.
Man, those are good movies.
Yeah.
We just watched Batman versus Superman last night.
Batman vs Superman? It's okay.
The beginning was slow. The middle sucked. The end was great.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed the Snyder cut of Justice League, which I think would be your next progression after that.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna watch. That's what we started watching because we purposely haven't watched any of them because we want to watch them in order.
Yeah.
And then we were thinking there was one before the Batman versus Superman, but didn't realize that was actually Affleck's first rendition. I didn't
Yeah,
realize
that was
I thought there was one pre to that, and I couldn't find it. And I looked it up last night, and it's like, oh, that is the first one. Okay, I guess we'll watch
And my
this.
comment was apparently Ben Affleck sucks so much as Batman he wasn't given a standalone movie. Got it.
he was going to get a standalone movie. He decided not to do it. It was his decision. It wasn't DC's decision. He decided not to do it.
It kind of did it in that, but it did it in a weird way.
I watched Rebel Moon Thursday.
I watched Rebel Moon as well. I enjoy the futuristic Seven Samurai.
Yeah.
I watched the preview of it yesterday while Tim was outside, and it didn't look bad.
It's not bad at all. Like there was one thing that really surprised me. I won't spoil it for you. I'll wait till you watch it and then I'll say something about it. But I was like, wait, what? Okay, you're hinting at it, and then it happened, and I was like, okay, well, let's see where it goes from here. Oh, wait a minute, that is not what I expected.
That's what we're thinking about 2 feet. We got to start watching the Continental. Got to watch it. Yeah.
Oh, to get filled in on everything else that's going on.
The prequel to the John Wick series.
Yeah.
And Merry Christmas, Fiddy. Fiddy's hopping out, so.
Yeah, later, brother.
Hi, Fiddy.
Go hang out with
Bye.
the family. So yeah, so how was your week, Echo Dub?
I'm tired. I'm just tired. And the rest of my week was, hold on.
Selling all the Christmas gifts. Got it.
Yeah. I'm glad that I'm really happy that it's finally Saturday, end of the week, and Christmas is for me like done in a commercial way, so I can really chill out. So I just be in here for a few minutes, and then I go to my couch and probably crash and sleep for the next
watch some Christmas movies and fall asleep to them.
Yeah. Like yesterday, I came home yesterday, I ate, and then I sat on the couch, and 2 minutes later I was asleep. Yeah. So yeah, otherwise I'm fine.
Fair enough, man. Deserve it.
That's a good feeling to work your ass
And
off and get a good night's rest.
Yeah, I got gifted a ukulele. So
Nice.
I'm not really used to playing ukulele, but now I can at home at least a little bit jam on the couch.
I have one that's from Frozen, the movie. Yeah.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah.
Let's start a band together.
A frozen ukulele?
Yeah, it's got Elsa on it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Pictures or it didn't happen.
It was on a clearance rack, and I was like, you know what? I can drive her nuts with this.
Yeah, it was like $5 on a clearance rack, and he's like, I'm gonna get this. And I said, if you do, I will cut the strings. He bought it. Still can't play it, but he
At
bought
work,
it.
we have a ukulele with the pickup in it, and we connected it to a really big guitar amplifier and cranked the shit out of it. And then I was playing ukulele, and the boss came into the shop. What are you guys doing? Oh shit!
That old ukulele.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Swaggy's filling us in about Alan Richin. Those that didn't know, trainer to the celebrities, Swaggy Shane, is actually Alan Richin's personal trainer. Before Alan Richin was sitting somewhere right around 170, real lean, looking real good. But Swaggy bulked him up for this reacher role. So yeah, you can tell that dude weighs about 250. Like he's a big
dude.
Yeah, he moves way too quick for a dude that size.
The last promo I watched just yesterday was when he kicks the car and sets off the airbag.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, holy shit. And it looks realistic. It's like, holy shit, it looks big enough to actually make that happen.
Yeah.
Well, maybe once you're done working on the cars, we can sit down and relax for a little bit and enjoy them.
There's a positive part. Working on the cars, I'm getting into better shape. That's a good thing, right?
What's there left to do?
I'm getting back there. Getting there.
What's there left to do?
Nightmare. So I think that the oversized bushings are not working. So I have to take the Honda back apart again, put regular size bushings back in, because the oversized bushings won't turn. They're too tight.
Oof.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As long as I haven't broken the timing belt, I'm good. Well, timing mechanism, I'm good. Something popped. I hope it wasn't the bolt. I have a tendency to over break things.
Uh-oh. Do you have a torque wrench?
Yeah, right there.
One grunt's about 75. Two grunts is about 110.
Yeah.
I have a torque wrench, but I was trying to turn it over, and I was pushing too hard, and it made a pop sound. I'm hoping that pop was just the socket popping off, and not the nut going snap.
Ugh.
Well, Tim's a firm believer in the German standard of tightening, Guten tight.
Well, it's tight until it breaks and back off quarter turn.
There you go.
That's a German virgin, Fresh.
That's right.
Guten tight.
Guten tight. It's a versatile word.
So a surprising find. This we picked up this coffee because it was just on a whim. We were at Walmart. It was this $5 coffee, flavored coffee.
Mm-hmm.
12 ounces for $5. It's like, we can try it. Why not? It's actually tasty, and it does have a bit of caffeine in it. That surprised me. We might have to get more of that. She can tell you when she gets back. She just filled my cup, so she's headed back there. She knows. I pay little attention to flavored coffee. Usually don't like flavor.
Hey, what's up, Dusty Country?
Dusty.
Dusty Country, just by the name, I'm assuming is in Oklahoma somewhere. Dusty Country Road. Ian Thomas, I did watch Yu Hockey Show. They rushed things a bit, but I mean it was fun. The anime is, of course, better because it had time to flesh things out a bit more. Well, a lot more. But I mean, for what it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was actually I thought it was a pretty good anime adaptation. Yeah, if anybody wants to see I think it's like 6 episodes long. If you want to see like 100 plus episodes of anime condensed down into about 6 episodes, Yu Hockey Show. It's on Netflix. It's about a kid who dies and he becomes a spirit detective. It's
similar to like the RIP thing, but in kid form.
Came out way before RIP, and
okay,
way better than RIP. even the anime, even the live action is I think is quite a bit better.
Good.
Ohio. Well, yeah, Dusty Country Road, Ohio. That makes sense.
Mowgli has an interesting question.
What's up?
3A life insurance charges about double for nicotine users, not smokers. Is there a way to tell if a deceased person was a nicotine user without an autopsy?
Without an autopsy, no.
Maybe finding the clenched vape in their hand because they needed that last vape. Out
of their cold dead hand. Yeah, I mean, without an autopsy, no. They would at least have to do blood work.
Which I have a feeling could very well happen in Australia these days. You could very well find them clenching that. No, you can't take it.
Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, without blood work. So I mean, what religions don't believe in autopsies? Don't believe in interfering with dead bodies?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Let's start one.
I know
Muslims,
if you're
Muslim.
Jewish, Muslim,
Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, you can't interfere with the body because of religious. So unless you physically died with a cigarette in your mouth or a vape in your hand, they would have no way to tell as long as you put.
Yeah, because even testing your blood, because it's in foods, like how they test your blood for nicotine, say you didn't eat something.
Yeah, so it's.
Yeah, but if you don't die a natural death, or say you die in an accident or by the hands of others, then they're going to give you an autopsy anyway.
It's not.
Right.
That's not always the thing, though, Dimlin. Depending on your religion, they can't.
If they're starting to test you, by the way, for nicotine, that's kind of pushing it, don't you think?
Yeah, that.
Just a little.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I think that's kind of pushing the envelope.
The life insurance would have to insist on a blood test for nicotine.
He had 45 vape devices in the vehicle with him. He was delivering them to a friend.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mowgli says the Mount Vapor Baker T-shirt might be a dead giveaway.
There you go.
Hey, you could just be a fan. Doesn't mean you still use. Could be like Fresh, maybe you quit. Mm-hmm.
Well, I know when my sister went in for her shoulder surgery, they actually tested her blood for nicotine
Yes,
before she went. They would do the surgery on her.
they do. Yeah,
So there is testing for that.
there is.
But that's because of the factors it has on your, just like
Healing.
caffeine on your vessels. They'll sometimes test you for caffeine too, because to make sure you're not constricting your
It
arteries.
impedes the healing process.
Yep.
Yeah, my sister had to switch to zero because of that. She's still on zero,
Good for her.
but she needs that hand to mouth, so I doubt she'd ever quit.
I agree with you, Ian. Another thing to get Addie's blood pumping first thing in the
Oh
morning.
man, I tell you. I just have to keep reminding myself when I'm on Twitter. It's just stay calm. Just stay calm.
I can't do it. I just can't do it. It makes my blood. I just go nuts.
I can't interact because when they interact badly back to me, I just want to give them both barrels and I just won't stop. I can't do it. I get too mad. Putting up the warning. Fresh putting up the warning. 10 days. Yeah, same as caffeine.
Yep.
What's up,
That's a
Rob
shelter.
Scanlon?
1 to 10
Very
days. 1 to 10 days by blood work. 3 to 4 days by urine. So.
Okay, so what happens if you have you're, say, vegetarian? A lot of vegetables actually carry a lot of nicotine. Could that affect that? Can you prove it wasn't
then it would
that?
pop up as a trace amount, one would assume.
Yeah,
Would
if
assume.
it popped up at all.
Yeah, but at the end of 10 days, it would probably be trace amounts then too.
Yeah, but it gets to the point where it'd be negligible. So there's your answer.
Frustrating, very frustrating.
I know at my place when I was working, I told them I'm not a smoker. It has nothing to do with nicotine. I'm not paying this high rate because I'm not at risk.
Yeah.
And you had to take an annual physical to get a cheaper rate on your insurance, but they never tested for nicotine.
No. No, generally they won't.
Well, look at the other day. I sent an email to a big vape store chain in Canada because of the Canadian nic tax. I figured, well, I'll ask the question: if I order 0 milligram e-juice, you still charge me the nic tax? Yep, they still charge you the nic tax.
They didn't have a
Really?
choice, and the answer was pretty much, Dave, you put the answer there in the chat. Basically, it's their,
That's
we
the
don't have a
government.
choice. They screwed us over. It's basically what the
Yeah.
company told you. They screwed you over.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing that they can charge you for something that's not there?
Yeah.
You
For
talk
sure.
about thieving
They can charge you a nic tax on your device.
Yep.
In some
in
cases.
certain places. Yeah.
Okay, explain how this contains nicotine coming off the line. If it does, then someone's doing something wrong in manufacturing. But if my RDA or better yet, my mod doesn't have an RDA on it, somehow contains nicotine,
Yeah,
that's kind
or
of
your
weird.
cotton or your wire,
Toasted
your
coconut.
heating wire.
What?
I need the toasted coconut cheesecake.
Yeah.
No, I gave it
It
to
just
you.
that Addie,
The
that
big
makes me
bottle,
crazy,
no.
and I avoid it because it makes me so mad that I'm shaking. So I avoid situations where I'm dealing with that.
I'll start talking about somebody, I'll see how somebody else smoking and I'll ask them about vaping, and my wife will just grab my leg to tell me to shut up because she doesn't want any of the confrontation stuff. But Freshy, I just put a link in the chat. Mariwa Glover just had a really great interview on YouTube
Okay.
about stuff going on in New Zealand.
What's going on
Yep.
in New Zealand?
Yeah, New Zealand.
They were pretty free and clear there for a bit.
Well, the government had the laws where they were going to ban smoking, like
Yes.
England's thinking about doing, and they were going to ban vaping after so long. So they had all these prohibition measures in place, and a new government took over, and they abolished all these rules that were going to happen.
Oh, thank
So
goodness.
they were all going, all the nonprofits were going crazy, the NGOs, and Mariwa just did a YouTube video about it. It just makes so much sense. All these nonprofits are going to lose all this funding. It's like, so they're creating this big stink.
That's exactly what it is. They need a dragon to slay. Otherwise, they have no reason to exist.
Yeah. So I have something. Go ahead, Freshie.
I was gonna say, and that's the big downfall of stuff like that. Like, all these things started out with such good intentions, and then money becomes involved.
They don't want to give it up once they get it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. All these nonprofits had good intentions when they started. Now it's just big, huge business.
And that's why I always double check to see what's going on with charities before I'll support them. I always go and look and see where their money's going. Like if there is more than probably like 2 or 3% going to paying the executives, they're not going to get a dime from me.
Oh my God, yeah, and I just read an article this morning on that. That's the first thing you do is look at the executives and what they get paid.
Yeah.
I was looking at a hospital a couple weeks ago, because they have like a organization, a nonprofit organization that's not tied with them, but it isn't. And the one executive was making over $7 million a year.
That's disgusting. That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah. So I think between the 4 people at the top pay, it was like $21 million.
Oh my God.
And you can't
Off the top.
you can't, and that's the type of thing you can't support.
Yeah.
Like
Because your majority of your money you're giving for donations to try and help somebody is all going to their pay.
The people
their
that
paycheck.
least need it.
Yeah.
You're making $7 million a year. Oh, it makes me crazy, that too. There's so many people that can't put food on their table, and they're working full time, and they
Yeah.
can't put food on their table. And these yo-yos are making $7 million, and they
And
want
some-
you to give them money.
Yeah.
Not gonna
And
happen.
some of these executives only work a few weeks a year overall. They let under them work, and they just collect
Yeah,
money.
and they sit on boards of other companies and organizations to make even more money. Disgusting.
And to guide and control their money and help out, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna go speak at this thing. That's because you're trying to make more money or secure your money.
Depend on all these volunteers that give up their money to actually think they're doing something good.
No.
It's sickening.
You really have to think. It doesn't matter what you're looking at. You have to critically think about everything, because today it just you can't take anything at face value. Nothing. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter where it is. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yep. Yeah, St. Jude's actually was one of the ones that my mother used to support them until she found out how much money she used to donate every year. And then
Wow, I
realized
didn't-
how much of that money actually doesn't go to helping anyone.
That's sad.
as far as medical organizations go, they're not as bad. That's what I'll say about them. They're not.
You want a good one? You want a good one that does actually help quite a bit? Ronald McDonald House.
I was thinking that.
They help families in a great way. They helped us when my son was going through everything. Gave me a place to stay in Burlington for a while, so I could stay up there and not have to travel back and forth.
The Fisher House is pretty good. They do the same thing for military. They're not bad. Who else isn't bad?
We have one around here called David's House. That's directly through the hospital. It also puts up families when their children are in the hospital.
Yeah, they also don't charge much at all for their executives and stuff on that board. Most of them are volunteers.
Honestly, for the amount of work the executives do in those type of organizations, they don't need to be paid.
They shouldn't be, no. By
Maybe just their expenses, and that's it.
By the time you hit that point, you shouldn't be getting much.
Yeah.
Your expenses, your food, this and that.
Hey, Adam.
What's up, Adam?
How do they have the
Hey,
gall?
Orale.
How do they have the gall to take that money away from the charities?
Called greed.
Yeah.
Called
Like,
greed,
yeah.
plain and simple.
Yeah.
My God.
But it's everywhere now, DeMillan. Have you been to a grocery store lately with all the security they have now? You wouldn't need that security if you weren't the biggest crooks in the building. You know? They have all kinds of security. You have to be clicked out of the grocery store, right? And I said to the manager, I said, look, you have all this stuff now for anti-theft, but the biggest crooks are the people that own this store.
Oh,
They're the people that charge me more for less. Who are the real thieves here? You know, when from the farmer to the wholesaler, beef pricing went up 2.7%. From the wholesaler to me, it went up 27%. So who's the real crook here?
Yeah.
We were checking out at Walmart the other day, and they had to come over and verify the checker thing went, because they have AI that's doing your the security for the cameras that are shining in front of the registers. AI is doing it. It did scan, but it didn't look like it scanned, so the AI kicked it off.
Yeah, well,
And they
you
came
should
over
see what
talking.
I say.
You mean motion
AI
detecting?
I refuse to go to stores where it's only
People like to
check-
throw that phrase around when
only
it's
self-checkout.
not really AI.
You know?
Oh no! It's like they said an AI program runs the security thing.
Who said
Security
that?
cameras.
The
The
idiot
lady
who works
that came
at Walmart who makes.
Yeah, there's
$15 an hour.
nobody that works in the back room. It just
Right,
runs.
but
Yeah, there is. They have to
Motion
tell you
de-
that there's not, but there is. Trust me,
motion
I've worked at
detection.
Walmart.
I mean,
It's been around for 50 years.
That's like casino security. Like, there's a lot of different algorithms running all the time that are watching everything, and then there's 2 or 3 people sitting there and they double check what the thing saw, and then they throw it out. So there's always
Most of self-checkout working with weight. So you scan, you have to put it down on the shelf, and it knows the weight. So if it doesn't get the right weight, then it sets off the red light, you know. But then after that,
freaks out.
there's a gate that they have to click you out. You know, it just makes me so mad. You know, you charge me more, you give me less service, and the shrinkflation. You know what I mean? That just makes me crazy. Just makes me so mad. And I've emailed the companies, hey, your box of crackers. I open the box, and the pack of crackers are 3 inches from the top of the box. So I've lost like 25%. Well, you know, we're trying to give the best value to the customer so they can enjoy our product. Yeah, no. What you're trying to do is have the CEO have his 3rd or 4th Mercedes on his 5th or 6th house or on his mega yacht. That's what this is. It makes me crazy. I'm sorry. It makes me crazy.
No, don't be sorry. It's how it is.
Straight from the reindeer's mouth. He knows.
Makes me crazy.
Gary, what's up?
Who we thinking about, Freshie?
Just using this
I was thinking about GBV Jerry
recently.
there.
What is it?
This was a gift from GBV Jerry a couple years ago, actually.
Oh.
The Asmodus, what's it called with the flashing LEDs?
Oh, yeah.
Which I really love still, and I was just using it.
Ow! I thwacked the headphones. Yeah, I was thinking about a delicious 49ers versus Packers matchup. That's
Oh,
what I
damn.
was thinking. Thinking about Brock Purdy
Niners.
inserting himself into the end zone.
Penetrating the defense.
Exactly.
I felt
49ers are playing on Christmas.
They are playing on Christmas.
Against-
They're playing the Ravens.
Yeah, and they're both not undefeated, but both with the same
Same record,
Record.
yeah. Both number 1 seeds. They haven't had this sort of a game in forever. They haven't had the number
Better
1
watch
seeds
out.
playing each other.
it's going to
Hey,
be
Addy. Addy, the Bills didn't do bad this year. They play
Watch it.
today at 8 p.m.
Yeah, this is the time of year when I'm glad fantasy football's over, because this is the time of year where I'd be like, oh yeah, I need to check my matchups. It's all the games are tomorrow, and then I wake up and I'm 40 points behind. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, Bills are second in the AFC East. So.
Still in the running. There's a lot of teams still in the running.
It's actually a really good year.
It has been.
Just still annoys me. I didn't realize how much. I hadn't watched closely in a few years. I didn't realize how many new rules there are to protect everybody, the quarterback especially, where they can't get near the quarterback, basically. It's like, oh my God. This game's about physical brute strength. What do you expect? It's supposed to get hit.
Let's see here.
I felt bad for you, Freshie. You couldn't get to go out and hang out with your old Army buddies.
Yeah, that sucked, but I mean, there's no way I could afford it and move. So that's what it came down to.
Well,
I wish
hopefully
I'd gotten to go hang out with Golf T-Bit for his birthday. But
hopefully they'll get together again soon.
everybody sounds like they want to. And once I get settled in over in Montana, then I'll have a lot more ability to go do things.
You getting excited or nervous for the move?
Both. I'd like for it to be over one way or another, but that's how I am with most things. Like I know it'll be a lot of hard work. I know it'll be pain in my ass, but I mean, once it's over, it's over. And then you just go from there.
You've only got 5 years, right?
What's that?
How long you got to before retirement? About 5 years?
About 10.
10. That goes fast.
It will, yeah. And I mean, the way my career's progressing, like, there might be another move here in the next couple of years. So,
Wow.
so that would be the thing. Like, hey, if I get this job, then I'm eligible for this type of job, which means I can start applying for it. There's a set of classes I'll have to do, but I'm also not eligible for it right now. I can't do it until I hit the next. Once I
The
start.
goal is he's moving to Hawaii. He's gonna work down there, so he can retire there. Yeah,
That's the
I'm not
post
gonna
office
retire in
dream.
You crazy, Tim? You have to be making $7 million.
Yeah, the cost of living down there is stupid.
Yeah, the cost of living in Hawaii, the cost of living in Alaska, the same thing. It's ridiculous.
And it's
So-
hot and humid in Hawaii. Nobody tells you that. I always forget, and then you get off the plane and you're like, I forgot
Yeah.
about this humidity.
It's very damp there.
What the hell?
It's continuous though. That's the thing. Like, it doesn't deviate a whole lot one way or the other. That's
Yeah,
the-
you get used to it after a couple days.
Yeah, that's the reason Hawaii is so popular, is because like you can just count on it being kind of like 80,
Yeah, 78,
Yeah.
like
70% humidity every single day.
yeah, and you can just count on that. Like even if there's a big storm ripping through for a couple days, immediately afterwards it's gonna be like 80. So that's the reason it's so popular. Like there's a lot of cities like Medellin, Colombia. I'm surprised it's not a bigger tourist place, because it stays 75 degrees there year round. Sure, it's humid and shit. You're out in the middle of a jungle, but it's 75 degrees there year round. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts.
And everybody's carrying an Uzi, but you know.
No, no, it's not that part of Colombia.
Medellin?
Medellin isn't. Not anymore.
That's a drug capital.
It used to be.
Oh, okay.
It used to be, because Pablo Escobar liked the city so much. That's why it was That's why it was a big drug place. But it's
Yeah, that's what pops out in my mind.
it hasn't been for a long time. So it's one of those big misconceptions. Like, it's one of the most pleasant places in the world, but people associate it with Pablo Escobar, so they don't get the tourism that they probably should. Like that's the type of vacation I'd like. Like, okay, it's gonna be 75 degrees every day. I can just go hang out. Like
Cartagena.
in the middle of winter.
Like a beach resort there.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
Go eat some tortas and sit there and enjoy 75-degree weather. Go sit in a square, watch kids playing football.
Oh yeah. They're like 6 and they're better than all of us will ever be.
Exactly.
They're
and
all
they have
ripped.
and they have no
Six
chance
packs.
and they have no chance of making an actual professional team because they're not good enough and they're better than I could ever imagine being. Yeah. But it looks like an amazing place. Disconnected. Reconnected. We're back.
Yay.
Jerry, I mean the 49ers and Packers, for a lot of years the Packers beat the crap out of us, so now we're just returning the favor.
Yeah, it's always been a good rivalry.
Yeah. I don't really consider that one a rivalry. Like anytime the Cowboys and 49ers go, like that's a rivalry because our two fan bases hate each other. Hate each other. And up here, well over on this coast, it's Seattle and San Francisco. Seattle had their time of beating the crap out of us every year. Now it's our turn. We get to return the favor for a while. Get used to it.
They have such ugly uniforms. They deserve to be beat. Those are the ugliest uniforms I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Seattle.
They have some really, really nice uniforms too, though. That's Seattle.
They
like
have
their dark blue uniforms that they have. Oh, gorgeous uniforms. But then they have those lime green ones, like the flashing green that Adam's got going here. It's like, oh Jesus.
Yeah.
They have that stadium that they play in though is one of the nicest in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's an absolutely magnificent stadium.
I haven't been to the new stadium here for the Niners. I gotta.
Well, I mean, you're coughing up $1,000 for a nosebleed ticket, so.
Yeah, I think they've come down. They're not that bad now, but it's just the idea of going down there and finding, paying $50 or whatever for parking.
Oh, you
and
just
then
take the train.
Waiting 3 hours to get out of there. I don't think the train goes near it.
It does.
It's gotta.
It does.
It does go near it, yeah. That's like the train up to Seattle. That's how I always used to go to games, so that I could drink at the games, and then you'd catch the train, and then there was a bus that took like 10 more minutes, and it would drop me off, like
there's probably a shuttle they probably have shuttle buses from the Caltrain.
I don't know exactly how far it is, but I know that when I was looking to go during the first season that it was open, there were ways. Like the train got you really close. Like I don't like Seattle. I wouldn't have gone up to Seahawks games if that train wasn't running the way that it did. Nice, Echo Dub.
There's dedicated shuttle bus service to the stadium from the Warm Springs BART station. There you go.
Dedicated Warm Springs BART station.
What did you say, Fresh? Sorry.
Oh, I said excellent.
Warm Springs BART station? Where the hell is Warm Springs BART station?
Where the hell is Santa
Clara? It's a Bay
Clara?
Area rapid transport station located in the Warm Springs district of Fremont, California. It's served by the Orange Line and Green Line. It's the southern terminus of both lines from its opening in March 2017. This goes on and on and on. I'm not going to read the whole thing.
Well, because that's really, really far from the stadium, though.
Why does it say that serves the stadium?
Maybe that's where the shuttle buses are.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's where the shuttle bus.
Probably
is.
it, DeMillan.
Oh, they have VTA light rail bus lines now down there.
Well, son of a bitch.
Huh.
Get yourself to a game.
I gotta get to a game.
Start thinking about next season.
Oh yeah, I have to wait till next season, huh? Now the games are gonna be outrageous.
Oh yeah.
Outrageous.
Well, I mean,
I'm sad that they took out Candlestick.
They're going to be outrageous for the next several years.
Yeah, that's true.
I still don't know how the 49ers are going to keep Brandon Ayuk after this season. I have no idea how. That's a player I will be sad to lose.
Oh.
He's been their number one receiver for the last couple of years. this year and last year. He's the actual yardage leader. Debo gets the flashy plays, and Christian McCaffrey is Christian McCaffrey, but Ayuk does all the dirty work.
So
Debo is the best name ever.
Debo Samuels has a fantastic name.
Yeah, he does.
What you got on my 40, Craig?
Exactly. That's what I think of. Like, that's my bike, punk.
That's my bike, punk.
Oh, it's fucking classic.
So I'm doing a butterscotch pumpkin custard.
That sounds delicious. I did a
Trying that pure pumpkin, Addie.
I'm doing pure pumpkin at 5%, custard premium at 2, flavorless sweetness at 0.35, butterscotch cream pie, one of my favorite flavorings ever, at 1.5, and SSA butterscotch at 1.5.
Ooh, delicious. Delicious.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Just saying that pure pumpkin, I pushed it up to 10. It's fantastic.
Why did you feel you had to push it to 10?
She's a crackhead. Half a pumpkin.
Yep.
Well, I use it at 10% because it's a pumpkin frosting, so I wanted that pumpkin to have that nice pumpkin punch and pull through all those creams. And it does,
Yeah.
but it's not overpowering at 10 with that either.
It's a punchkin.
That's the one that I'm sending
You're
Nick.
so funny, Adam.
I made an apricot almond flan. It's almond
I saw
custard
that.
at 1.5 by Wonder Flavors. It's apricot by Wonder Flavors at 1, flan from Wonder Flavors at 2, marshmallow vanilla at from 101 at 1.5, liquid warm peach at 1, and a little bit of sweetener.
Huh.
It's
Yummy.
flan.
Do you get any flan out of it? Doesn't the apricot
Not yet.
wash it?
Not yet. Not yet. I think it has to. I just mixed it up. I think it has to steep maybe 2-3 days. I think
Flan
the
would
flan
be
is
such a light flavor.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe I remix it and then I change it. I don't know. I also have this a custard for Christmas. I made this a few days ago and let it steep and hold on. It's
So is that what you really want for Christmas, Echo Down?
custard.
To be accosted?
Maybe. No.
I wouldn't mind it.
People
It
pay
costed
extra
me.
for that.
Nice, pretty lady.
A custard for Christmas
Oh,
is
lady.
bourbon raw VSO at 1, custard VSO at 2.5, eggnog by VSO at 1.3, ethyl maltyl at 0.8%, graham cracker VSO at 0.5, and maple raw VSO at 0.5. It really needs to steep, but now it's fine. So I let it steep for maybe like 2 weeks now.
Is that
There's
everything
some
I put
maple
in this?
rules.
So
My favorite maple.
I had something strange happen to me that's never happened to me before. I had this Twisted Messes is my only one I haven't flamed, so it's still raw stainless steel. But somehow I lost a top cap, a threaded top cap, and I had a aluminum one on there. Well, it's been sitting in to be wash pile, and there was some galvanic reaction in it. So the aluminum and the stainless
Reacted together. Yep.
yeah.
I've had that happen.
Because the aluminum was anodized, so I'm thinking, well, I'll be fine. Well, nope.
No.
So it took me a while to get that apart today, but
Wow.
I've had that happen with one of them. I thought was it the Double Vision did that to me too?
yeah, it's so strange. I never had that happen with vaping stuff before.
It's weird how they'll react to each other, the stainless steel and the aluminum. You wouldn't expect it, but they do.
Yeah.
Then you wonder why things like
we gotta be twins, dude.
you wonder why things like with the caddy, the aluminum block with the the stainless steel head, the steel head. I wonder why it reacts badly.
It's a pineapple.
Yeah, yours is
pineapple.
way classier than mine. Mine was like $25.
I got it for free because it has cracks on the top.
Ah.
My boss was like, throw that in garbage. I take it.
This is just the Amazon special.
Yeah.
I bought it or actually, I think somebody bought this for me for Christmas.
Yeah, and then, but look, it has a really strange form. It's so uncomfortable to play. It's like this.
Oh yeah, it is weird.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
so
like
uncomfortable to play.
It looks like
a
a Nana.
mandolin.
Sounds good though.
Yeah.
Sounds like the intonation's pretty good. It's terrible on this. Like once you start going past the 5th fret, it stops being in tune, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. When my coworker was like, "You take that home? Yes. Let me fix it." And then he took it apart and gave it a clean and all that, and made the intonation. I was like, "Okay, fine."
Nice, sweet.
Yeah, but I have to
I'm
learn
way
ukulele.
flat.
I'm not really good on that.
Yeah, I'm not either, actually, and I play guitar.
Yeah,
And I have small hands too.
same here.
Yeah, you have to forget everything you learned about guitar, and like this isn't a G chord anymore. It's just this.
Exactly. I think I have to experiment with different tunings.
A7, D7.
Yeah.
G7.
I only can do I take it with me when I go to my parents and I play them Jingle Bells, and they will be happy about that.
Dave's cat is suspicious of the ukulele players I've gleaned.
Yeah, I
from
think
that.
that she was like.
Either that or he might be after. It might be after the chips.
Dave's got snacks. Yeah, that's a definite possibility.
Okay.
Oh, so I my friend Ern, he's around in a lot of the chats.
Yep.
A moderator. He's a manager of a vape shop, and he found a whole bunch of K funds. So he asked me if I wanted them. He wouldn't take any money for them, so he sent them to me. So I flamed one for him.
Wow.
And, so I've been having fun getting back into it. Man, I was nervous flaming the first one because it's been so long.
Wow.
It turned out beautiful though. Yeah,
Oh, thanks. So I just flamed another one yesterday.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Ooh, that one looks like mine. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's not put together yet. It's just the parts, but this is going to be
That's so nice.
for that CASA giveaway.
Saw, dude.
I have some mods which could be flamed up. Is it hard to learn?
Nope.
But you need the right amount of time to let go, right?
Yeah, just
Otherwise-
like a propane torch and super clean hands and super clean parts and
Yeah.
really low heat. And I use like a pair of needle nose that have like a spring handles, so you have something to hold the pieces.
Yeah.
But there's a lot that can't be flamed because everything has to be taken apart. There can't be any O-rings or anything that could melt or.
Find that out the hard way, Eddie.
Yeah, a few times.
I sounded like he had some experience in that.
Well, it's like,
Squishy ass drippy O-ring.
Yeah, forget to take an O-ring out here and there.
Can you flame different materials than stainless? Can you flame copper?
You can, but it reacts different. You can do copper and brass and.
Because I have this pure copper mod with the copper RDA on top of it. So
The bad thing is it's the oxide finish is not very durable at all. So if it's something that's going to be in your hand and getting a lot of wear, it'll just wear right off.
okay.
Unless
A
you.
lot of people do it and then they clear lacquer it.
Yeah, I was just going to say unless you clear it.
Yeah, that used to be all the rage. They used to use all different kind of chemicals on it to make the different colors, like
Yeah.
ketchup and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah, I
that.
remember that.
Yeah, I've still got my
Shit
Yeti's
look
uncle
crazy.
a
Oh, your uncle
timekeeper?
special.
a timekeeper mod that he made for me.
Wow.
He did really good jobs on that stuff.
Yeah, he was really good at it.
Oh, here's mine. This one's really nice.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice. It's like blue and
Hold it up closer.
green.
I don't know if it'll focus.
Ooh, yeah, it looks nice. And then he clear coated it.
Yeah, this one has clear on it.
How do you clear coat something like that? Just dip it?
No, you spray paint it.
I think I'm gonna make your recipe fresh.
I'm so terrible at spray painting.
You're what?
I'm the worst at spray painting. I always get the drip. I don't know how to spray paint good, or it just does it on its own. You know, you're spray painting along, and then a big glob drops
Light
off.
touch.
Don't you remember? A lot of the old mods used to have that drip on purpose, though.
Yeah.
That's my copper mod.
Well, you can do a lot with that.
That look
Yeah.
nice.
Nice. Looks like a hybrid.
Ugh. It smells.
It smells like dirty pennies.
Smells like blood and pennies.
Yeah, exactly. I know now why I didn't use it in so long.
Oh, it's like me. I broke out my Vindicator in my in the Kennedy 25 the other day, like about a month ago, and I remembered why I don't use it. It makes everything taste like pennies.
Oh, I forgot. It's a hybrid. Uh-oh.
It has the copper post, right? The copper center post, Tim?
Definitely making that
Yeah,
fresh.
yeah, everything's copper on it. Yeah, and I got
You
the
can find
brass.
caramel original.
I got the 86
Oh, my,
pattern right here.
Yeah, my caramel milkshake for the holidays.
Yeah, it looks freaking fire.
That looks delicious.
I'm gonna put probably
yeah.
a 1/4% of super sweet in that bad boy, maybe.
No super sweet.
Here's the one that Fresh would like.
What the hell's that? What you got there?
Maybe able 1 of 10.
Ooh.
That was the last mod I bought him
Wow.
I'll see.
for 2 reasons. A, he really, really wanted it. And B, somebody was being a real dick about it in the shop towards the manager. So we went in the next day and talked to the manager, and we were talking to him about it. And I said, I'm not letting him have it. What kind of deal do you want to make? Because we're taking that home today.
And C, he gave us a hell of a deal.
He gave us a better deal than the other guy wanted for it because he appreciated the fact that I was going to pay full price. I didn't care. I just wasn't letting him take that mod home because the manager wouldn't come down on his day off to make a deal with him. So he was being a jerk.
What a dick.
So, yeah, take that, jerk face.
You work retail. You work at my convenience.
Well, he thought he was special
Hi-
because his wife
hi-
worked at the shop.
His wife worked there, but the manager's day off. They expected him to. He lived upstairs, but he's supposed to come downstairs to help make a deal and sell some dirt cheap stuff. No.
Because he wanted to use her employee discount and have him take like a good $100 off it on top of that. I'm like, no, we're not letting you take that home. We're going in tomorrow.
Haha.
I should have shown you when you were here, Tim. I should have shown you some of the stuff Mary Beth sent me.
Oh,
Man.
Wow.
Some nice Macs.
next summer, Addy.
Really nice Macs.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I got an update for everybody.
What?
Little Eddie of Eddie and the Arsons,
Yeah.
as of yesterday, is 3 weeks cigarette free.
That's awesome.
3 weeks. Yes.
Yes.
That's really good.
He almost broke yesterday. He was having a rough day. And
Oh,
he was like, man, I almost broke, dude, but I just fucking hit it until I felt like I was getting a headache. I was like, good, do it. Keep doing it.
That's the advice I always
See,
give
the
people.
Saturn-
Just keep hitting it until the urge goes away.
Yep.
See,
Yeah.
Saturn has
It
a
will
flag on it
eventually.
too, Fresh. The flag's
Yeah,
on top of it.
I gave him another bottle of juice yesterday.
What
And,
flavor is he going for?
I made him a blueberry coffee specifically for pods.
Okay, perfect.
I'll show you it right now. I actually have to reformulate it because his coil is only lasting like 2 or 3 weeks now, I've noticed. Because yesterday he was like, hey, this thing isn't hitting that great. And I was like, let me see it. And I took a hit. I was like, you need a new coil, dude. He's like, yeah? I was like, yeah. We're going to reformulate your recipe, though, so your coils last a little bit longer because it has TFA cappuccino in it. And that shit is like fucking motor oil.
Well, he's also like probably hitting it a lot because he's trying to transition.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's real simple. I'm going to pull it up right now.
That pure pumpkin is nice, Cassie.
I know, isn't it?
Don't mind my 1,000 tabs.
I've used a lot of it.
EBC, Ed's Blueberry Coffee. So there it is. It's blueberry jam from Wonder Flavors at 3, TFA cappuccino at 4, super sweet at 1, and vanilla bean ice cream from Liquid Barn at 2. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Very
Nice.
jam is nice.
And it works for him. He's like, yeah, I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah, I remember
Awesome
that
for him.
I'm
cappuccino
vaping it straight.
being super dirty.
Yeah, it's. I have it right here, I think, because I was just using it.
Look at what I took home with me.
Looks like pumpkin, or I mean, pancake.
Yeah, it's
It's
dark.
dark as night.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's really good though. What do you got there, Echo Dub? You got a base? Ooh, is that an Ibanez?
Yeah, a mid-90s Ibanez.
I have that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have an Ibanez.
Doesn't matter if you can't play it, Tim. It just collects dust and it doesn't do you any good.
I've attempted to play it. She just
Sell it.
tells me I can't. She tells me I can't.
I'll buy it from you. Shit.
No.
I
That's
mean,
right.
when you attempt to play it and it sounds like, cats screaming in the distance.
Hey,
There's no
that's a
point.
thing. Cat. I mean, you got dogs barking in distance, why not cats screaming in distance? I mean, come on.
It's even harder to sound good on bass if you don't know what you're doing than it is on guitar.
Exactly.
Because most people who pick up a bass who don't know how to play start strumming all the strings at one time, and it's like, no.
Well, just put it this way.
Strum
I
it,
value my
fuck it.
ears too much to allow Tim to play any of the guitars that he owns because it's bad.
That's the only way you get good, though.
I
Well,
know.
once he
she
gets
don't
the
let me-
storefront set up as his little man cave, he can play out there where I don't have to hear it until he gets better.
You need a Marty McFly, Doc Brown fucking room-sized amp. You need to stand in front of it and crank it up to fucking 11.
Bam.
Yep. Just fucking get blown away.
Some
Rock
people
and roll.
need the shame to get better at something.
Okay, so when that happens
Oh, I got
and then
good.
Tim no longer shows up for streams, you'll know that he's hidden somewhere on the property.
I had to beg my parents to take me to
Nice.
Guitar Center to spend basically my birthday and Christmas money from 2 years to buy my first guitar, and my mom basically shamed me the whole way there. She's like, "It's just gonna collect dust in the corner. You're gonna play it for a week, and then you're
Gonna
gonna
shoot
shoot
your
your
eye
You
out."
wasted all that money." And I was like, "Bet I'm gonna fucking show you." You- and guess what? Now she comes and sees my band play every time we play close to the house.
In my home is what in my
Right
home was
on.
like I played only the acoustic guitar and it was like that doesn't sound like Metallica. So my dad was like, I'm gonna get you like a used secondhand electric guitar, and then he brought it home for Christmas and it was like, where is the distortion knob? There it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
now feel the devil.
Yeah, I started on electric.
And my parents were like, does it need to sound like that? Yes.
Fuck yeah. The angrier, the
All
better.
the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had such a shitty amp that when you tried to get a distortion sound out of it, when you take your hands off the strings, it was just so bad.
No,
Wish I still had that amp. We blew it up though when I first
Yeah,
started
I'm-
playing with friends.
I'm taking my bass
Imagine that.
into the shop to get it set up right, and I'm going to change it to tape wound strings. I really want to. I never played on those, and I really want to experiment how it sounds because I don't use
Sure.
it for slapping stuff,
Right.
more for.
Yeah.
Now I want an electric guitar.
I'm mostly a picker. In my band, I'm a picker, but I mean, I can play finger. But for punk, it's all 16th and 32nd notes and stuff, and it's like it would be stupid for me to even try to play that stuff without a pick. Just makes sense.
Now I'm thinking about Michelle. Hope you're doing well, Michelle.
Yo,
We had
Michelle.
killer practice yesterday. Holy crap. We were like on fire yesterday. Even Jake's dad came downstairs. He's like, "Damn, you guys sound good down there." I had to come down and fucking check you guys out. Yeah, for sure.
So I did
I
get
think because we know it's our last practice for a couple weeks, so
Okay. Going hard in the paint.
There.
So I got a message from Michelle. She said she's not feeling good. I invited her to come hang out today. So Michelle Dolda, I'm not feeling well, so everybody wish her so
Get
that
well
she's
soon.
Yep, get well soon and Merry Christmas.
Better.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Feel better, Michelle.
Merry Christmas.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'll make mine public tonight. I gotta mix this up yet.
Oh yeah, I haven't even gone over my recipe. So mine's called Creamy Salty Milk for the Holidays. Butterscotch Flavor West at 1. Caramel Original by TPA at 1. Salted Caramel by Flavor West at 2. Cream by Flavora at 1. Milkshake by Capella at 2. And Vanilla Ice Cream Liquid Barn at 3. And whipped Cream Fresh 03 by Wonder Flavors at 1. And
How do you get that down your throat? It would be so thick.
exactly. Well, I was contemplating putting some French vanilla thick in it.
Ooh.
But it's if I did that, then the vanilla would start intruding, and I really wanted the caramel to be the star of the show. So that's the reason I put. That's the reason I went caramel butterscotch on it. But
I don't have that Capella milkshake. Is it must?
Capella milkshake. Yeah, that's a must buy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Super good.
So yeah, since I'm not going to be on my flavor of the year show, that would probably be my flavor of the year.
Not nut muffin.
No, I like nut muffins. Nut muffins not as bad. Not that bad. Capella, quite frankly, knocked it out of the park this year. I don't know if I had a flavor from them that I didn't at least like.
Yeah, they
really did well this year.
Good ones.
Yeah. Wonder Flavors had 2 really strong releases. I enjoyed both of their releases this year. Who else had really good releases? This Flavora, their one release they did this year was.
Oh yeah.
That was
that second release was
top
amazing.
year. That top.
That was Wonder Flavors.
Yeah, Wonder Flavors had 2 releases this year. The first one was when we got like 30 flavors at once. A couple of those weren't up to the standard that I always assumed that Wonder Flavors was going to have. But I also understand why he was doing it. He was trying to get stuff out on the market that could replace some of the things that we were losing, and did an admirable job with it. Didn't quite get there on a couple of them, but there was a lot of really good flavors in that first one. But I think the strongest releases this year was Capella. I think Capella had the strongest releases this year.
The last Flavora release is pretty damn good too, though.
That was but
that's a tough one. That's a tough call.
That is a tough call. Because
we need something to replace Strawberry Jam by 101.
Strawberry Jam. I mean it.
That one?
No, there's nothing. There's nothing that tastes like that.
We need something like that, really.
Your closest would have been the vape train glazed strawberries. That would have been your closest, but
yeah,
that's not just like thick and gooey like that.
No, and then the vape train strawberry jam is not quite the same.
No,
either. No.
Yeah, that one-on-one strawberry jam is that's a flavor that I don't think there'll ever be anything close. Because it had so many weird little notes in it that just as a whole, when it all came together, it was just so good, Yeah.
And the texture and mouthfeel. Oh.
Yeah, because it was a dark, thick, gooey mess. And
maybe flavor.
That's a good way to describe it.
Strawberry.
Yeah, it was one of the darker strawberry flavors that were around too, which is why it was. That was the reason it kind of stood out initially, but then like you get a weird little butter note out of it. You're like, okay, where'd that come from? I don't know, but it's fucking delicious. It works like a charm.
And it has a really good gelatin.
Yeah,
in there too.
The gelatin, the gelatin component to trick your brain into thinking that you're getting gelatin was top notch. Yeah,
way forward.
Yeah, it's just such a unique flavor. I'm really sad to see it go. unless you're gonna buy a 5-gallon drum of it, and then they'll sell it to you.
So they really redid the mix on it?
No, it's off the market. They're not making it anymore.
Well, they have some in stock. You can still get some for now, but eventually it's going to dwindle down. And
eventually it's
available
gone.
in bulk.
Yeah, and then you have to buy like a 5-gallon drum of it.
So I'm making a frosted sugar cookie for tonight's show. Another one from Cap that we didn't talk about is Cap Cookie Crumble.
Yeah, that was a great
3%.
flavor.
Cream cheese icing, LA at 1, just to give it a little bit of glaze on top of the frosting, which is frosting from Cap at 1.5, because that's that generic frosting.
Yep.
And then Madagascar vanilla FA to give it a little vanilla note. And then sugar cookie from Cap at 3, and then super sweet Berlin at 1/2.
Yeah, sounds great to me.
I like it. Ooh.
I've
The
got your
one from
label
Dave
made.
looks nice.
Yeah, what'd you do, Dave? Let me take a look here.
Butterscotch, regular butterscotch.
Did a lemon thing.
A lemon thing. I like lemon things.
Yep.
Lemon thing.
Yep. I have to mix it up because I thought I'd get home earlier today, but unfortunately I didn't. So the French vanilla thick at 3%, lemon cake in Awera at 2%, lemon wafer SSA at 2.5, super sweet Perlim at 1, and whipped cream SSA at 5. Let you know how it is.
Now, why'd you push the whipped cream to 5?
I always push the whipped cream high. Always.
Ah.
That's low for him.
That's low. Yeah.
Try Dave's.
It makes those. It makes
high percentage, and you know why.
I know what you're going to say, Tim, and you're right, because anything citrus kicks my throat. So.
Well, not only that, but I was thinking it goes really well with chips, and he loves chips. So
I love everything.
All the flavors to make.
I started
this.
the show off with chicken tenders, then I went to chips, then I went to olives, and while I'm
Frickin'
plugging
scale.
food, best hot sauces out there. I bought the whole line. From a local lady makes Lady Killer hot
Nice.
sauces. They're so good.
That's nice labeling too.
Lady Killer?
That's what it's called, Lady Killers.
So you're trying to kill me, Dad.
Each hot sauce is a different female serial killer.
Ah.
Wow.
And they're tasty. Like
I
they're
didn't think
hot
there were
sauces,
very
but
many serial killer women.
oh yeah, oh, yeah. Equality.
Yeah, right.
I can't
quality
even
over
pick
quantity.
one.
Oh, it's a bunch.
You don't watch
Bonnie
enough
Clyde,
true
Bonnie.
crime stuff on YouTube.
There's some really good true crime stuff on there.
Yeah, I watch a lot of that shit at night.
How
Like,
the legs, Dave. Yeah,
scrolling
exactly.
eBay for comic books, I'll have true crime stuff on the back, you know. On the night of October 13th, 1995. They always start like that with that voiceover.
You know what? So when I'm watching stuff like that, I get to a point. I've gotten to a point now where if I hear an automated voice, like I can spot the automated voices by the way they pronounce certain things.
Yeah, exactly.
If I spot that it's an automated thing, I'm like, you're not putting any effort into your channel. Goodbye.
Yeah, I
And
don't
then
listen to ones that are an AI voice ever. I don't like it.
It's getting tricky.
They enunciate
weird.
weird.
It's getting tricky. It's getting
Yeah, they're
tricky.
getting better.
Yeah. One of
You know how
my
you catch them?
one of my favorite channels that kind of covers like everything is what's his name? Thoughty2.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Because he actually comes on the screen and explains stuff. I'm like, okay, he's a real person.
Yeah, he
So,
doesn't stay hidden.
Yeah.
He's not just a voiceover.
I find a lot of the AI voices have a hard time with dates.
They
Like
can.
here-
They don't know
dates.
they don't know how to say numbers and sequences like a human does.
Yeah, and I was watching something the other day, and I think it was something like the history of Rurouni Kenshin, where it was like comparing the actual events that happened to what happened in the anime. Like I was like, oh, okay, cool. And so I started watching it, and one of the names and Rurouni Kenshin's been around for forever. Like most people have heard of Samurai X. That's what it is. Yep. That's what it was called here in the U.S. But one of the names it's really common. Like someone that's actually doing a video on this would know how to pronounce it, and they pronounce it wrong. I was like, AI, goodbye.
Yeah.
I was like, damn it! I was looking forward to this video.
Aw.
The way it's going, it's going to be all AI soon.
It will be. fresh03's been AI since the beginning, though. I was originator. Like there is no photographic or hug evidence that I actually exist out there in this world. I've just been the ELR AI the entire time, everybody. That's how I make my recipes. Going
ELR bot.
ELR bot, yep. I'm a finely Lars's finely crafted algorithm.
Oh man,
that dance of you and DIY or die.
That was all.
I was thinking about that. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, was that RoboFresh?
That was all AI as well. That was. Myself and Wayne Walker have never met, hugged, and sat down and talked for hours.
Oh, this already smells good. I put the salted caramel in, and it's like boom.
Yeah, once you get that salted caramel in there, and you get that nice dark caramel in there, yeah.
I haven't even creamed it up yet. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's nice and rich. I did a couple other things that I put.
Flavor cream.
Flavor cream, so good. So good. Still to this day, that's still probably my top just straight cream / milk flavor.
Yeah, like a nice neutral milky cream.
Yeah, but it gives you
Hard to
great
beat.
mouthfeel. The results are predictable. You know exactly what you're getting when you put it in a recipe, and I don't think I've ever put in a recipe where I regretted it. That milkshake?
I love the smell of this flavor.
Yeah.
But
No, I've
that
got-
reminded me, Tim, that was the flavor that we
Need a
forgot
freaking
that we
candle that
needed
smells like this.
before white chocolate, unless you remembered. I remembered when I
I
grabbed
did
it.
not remember.
We're almost out. We need more of that.
I think we have more than one bottle, but
Cassie, you're barking up the wrong tree if you're
Liquid
trying
barn
to
ice
get him to
cream.
remember.
yeah.
Me too, that's the problem. But if we tell each other, we're more likely to remember.
Yeah, more likely.
That's it.
So we have a
No
1%
guarantee.
chance rather than a 0% chance, Dave.
I do that all the time. I'll go to a flavor site with the intention of ordering a certain flavor, and then I'll get
And then you can't
sidetracked.
remember. Can't remember what flavor it was you went there for.
I'll place the order, and 6 hours later, I'll go, oh, damn it.
That was the reason I went there.
That's where I get it from, Tim. We can blame Canadian Dad.
You
That's
need a
right.
list. You didn't need a list. I have a list on what to buy next. And it goes
I love it,
longer and
too.
longer.
Yeah,
And
but I
then
lose
make
my
it-
list. I lose the
make
list.
lists, but I lose them, though.
Flavors.txt. It's on my desktop.
Write them at work at lunchtime, leave the list on my desk, go home, go crap.
Yeah.
Go
was it
shopping.
we got?
get
What
half
was
of
we got?
their- I forgot the list.
What was it? We got it in bulk. We got some bulk ones this time. We got them. Make sure we didn't run out.
The milky caramel fudge. I know that because I'm excited because I get my bottle. The
Flavor
Flavor
West butter pecan.
Yep.
I use that one a lot.
Great flavor.
And yeah, milky caramel fudge right there.
Second
It's a
best.
small
I'm
bottle.
taking the big bottle. You're taking the small one.
Second best butter pecan. Flavor West butter pecan.
Butter
Delicious flavor.
pecan.
Butter
I can't
pecan.
believe with all the flavors, I still have a cart full at Flavor Jungle.
Me too.
I mean, what is my problem?
You're into the hobby, Dimlin. You're retired.
wanna get-
You're retired. Indulge in your hobbies.
That's true. I want to get Churro by Flavor Jungle, Ultimate Biscuit by Flavor Jungle, and Ultimate Brown Sugar by Flavor Jungle.
Ultimate brown
Yeah.
sugar. Ultimate brown sugar's pretty good.
That reminds me, I've got to order those flavors this weekend.
I
The
still
new
wind up
Ultimates.
reaching for the flavor of caramel though, when I want brown sugar. Still.
I'm just intrigued by the Ultimate Brown Sugar.
Yeah, and I think they throw that
Marketing.
ultimate around a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimate brown sugar is good. Ultimate strawberry is good. Ultimate sweetener is good. Ultimate lemon, not so much. Ultimate watermelon, depending on who you ask.
Like if I had a juice company, would you buy Adam's strawberry and cream, or would you buy Adam's totally rad, awesome strawberry and cream? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm a
The,
sucker.
the ultimate watermelon is good, but you have a little rind to it versus the raw watermelon raw, where you just got just the red. That's really the big difference between the two. They're
I've
both
never
really
tried
good.
watermelon. I can't do watermelon, babes.
Well, in that case, you wouldn't want the ultimate watermelon, Jamila.
I've
Just not
tried
bother.
and tried to like it so much, and I just can't like watermelon babes.
Oh.
So my favorite watermelon flavor these days is watermelon candy extra sour.
Ooh.
That's been my that's been my go-to watermelon flavor. Because I like extra sour.
Mm.
I haven't done that with
Watermelon
I haven't
and
done that
sour
with
May-
tart.
works.
I was just gonna say tart blast with that.
I haven't
fresh.
done it
Yeah.
yet.
Use a tart blast at like 1/4 to 0.5%. It's all you can need, and it still taste watermelon.
Huh.
The Flavora was recommending it at 0.1 to 0.2.
Really?
Just as an additive to make it more tart. That's all it's supposed to be for.
Their taste buds may not be as broken as some of ours, though.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, I guess I'm mixing another one here.
I don't crank it, I don't taste it.
I have a bottle.
But I would try it. Try just a
You got a
quarter
bottle of
percent
who,
with it.
Equidub?
Sorry, let him speak first.
Oh, I was just gonna say, add a 1/4% to try it fresh with the ultimate watermelon. See what it tastes like. I bet that'd be tasty.
No, I was gonna say I need a bottle of flavoring for this. This is mulled white wine. Oh, it's so good. I like mulled wine. The red versions, but the white one, it's so good. But
Really?
I'm gonna
I'm the
pass
opposite.
out in like 10 minutes on the couch.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah,
I prefer mulled
pass the
reds.
fuck out.
I prefer red wines.
Wednesday, I'll be preferring vodka.
Yeah, Wednesday, Lady will be preferring standing on her head versus.
Yeah, Tim's still not drinking because of his liver panels from last time until he gets them done again. So I'm going on to drinking vodka with Benny.
Cassie, do yourself.
But I will have the Soda Stream handy, so I'm going to be doing some VSO style mixing.
Oh, cool.
Cassie, do not try to keep up with the Brits. You're going to end up on your ass.
Are you kidding me? I drank them under the table last year.
Uh-huh.
I had like 4 and I was flying, but I was still coherent enough to speak and yell at them because I was still an apparition last year.
Yeah, but you got to remember, Benny's hard to understand when he's sober.
Yeah, they all talk like they got rocks in their mouth.
These are crazy.
I
I understand
them
them all perfectly fine.
It takes me a while, and then I get into it, and then I can finally understand them. But when I first start listening to them, I'm like, God damn!
You need to watch more BBC shows.
Yeah.
I think I started very young because I was a huge Beatles fan when I was a kid. So like I just wanted everything British in my life. So I just watched tons of British shows and comedies and stuff, and I think it just became second nature to understand even like the most mumbly of British accents. So
Big G when he starts.
Everything you said.
Big G
is Scottish.
Yeah, and he's got a thick accent when he gets going.
His name is Bog J. Get it right?
Big J.
I just like the look on TJ's face when I told them that next week when I come on, I might be a little lit because of Benny's show, and he just got this devious grin on his face. I said it.
Yeah, I bet.
So I said, if I come on next Wednesday and I'm just passed out here in the chair with drool dripping down my chin, don't worry, I'm all right. I'm a little tipsy. I might not mix on the show because I won't be able to read my scale.
Yeah, 1.5 bottles. Oh, 1.5 drops. Shit.
Oh, speaking of which, I did refill my bottle. I didn't use that much of this when I bring it back out, and you're like, Jesus Christ, Cassie.
All right, now some super sweet to set it off.
I gotta see how this turns out. You trying it?
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm really curious on how it's gonna turn out.
What did you mix up? What'd you mix up, Freshie?
The ultimate watermelon, some of the tart blast.
Ooh.
Then I put some sour strawberry belt candy in. I put a little shisha in. And I put a little bit of a strawberry gummy candy in.
Did you use ultimate watermelon or the watermelon extra?
Ultimate watermelon.
That's so good.
That's what you wanted to know about, right?
No, I was curious about that with the watermelon extra.
Oh, I can put some of that. I'll put some of that in too.
Sour. Add the sour to the sour. But ultimate ought to be good with it.
And well,
this creamy, salty milk tastes so good off the back of the knuckle. It's ridiculous.
It's a nice rich vape.
And then while Fresh finishes that up, I just mixed up another bottle of my Frosty's Balls cheesecake.
Ooh.
So it's the SSA cheesecake on graham at 2, clotted cream SSA at 2, peppermint VSO I have in the recipe at 2. I didn't get a lot of peppermint out of it, but it tasted perfect. But I did try.
Higher.
I bumped it up to 3 this time to see.
I find that weak
super
too.
Sweet at 1, toasted coconut perillum cheesecake at 3, white chocolate flavor at 2, white chocolate VSO at 2, and yes, we cheesecake at 3.
Nice.
That will be ready tomorrow.
We are all going for thick.
It's wintertime.
Tim's.
Yeah.
Swag's peppermint doesn't like creams. It tastes good with them, but it doesn't stand up to them. You do need to push it. So
Yeah.
I found that out, and I was like, oh no, it tastes so good, but I want more of that fucking mint in there. It's the right peppermint. It's so good.
It's soft. It's like a soft peppermint. I like it.
But I want it
not
like
that
at
harsh.
5 or
Raw?
plus. I feel like when I mix it. The regular. I don't know if is there a peppermint raw?
I know there is, but I don't have it.
Yeah,
I don't
this is
either.
the
I don't have any of the
regular
mints
peppermint.
raw because I don't. It's like a once in a while.
What?
Is mints.
Oh, okay.
Jack sighting.
Hi, Jack.
By the way, Tim, last
Ooh.
Saturday you asked about
Sugar-free
how
pumpkin
the,
bread with chocolate chips, possibly going for me.
Ooh.
You asked how the
Thank you.
Flavor Monks mint is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, flavor
so-
monks.
Yeah. So it's almost medicinal. You know, when you have like an injury or something, or what's the word for that? You put that on your skin.
The
to-
topical. The topical.
It's
Yeah,
acidic.
exactly.
Or
A balm.
There you
It
go.
goes in
That
that
gets
direction,
considered
but it's more
peppermint
like
comes in
candy.
Antiseptic.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
candy
And
mint
It's,
medicine.
it's really strange. It fades out after 2 days. So that if you squint, it's mint mix I made.
I like
after
the
2
name
days,
of it.
it's ba-
If you squint, it's mint.
So
You squinted too much. That's what it was. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So even I would go higher, but after 2 days, it's almost no mint at all.
Shake and vape
Weird.
Yeah,
flavor.
too bad. But the first 2 days it was nice. So it was this eucalyptus, mint, opa, raspberry gummy candy, rosemary. It's herbal. It's almost like candy, some kind.
Yeah, that looked like a very interesting mix. I mean, I couldn't. Usually, I can try to figure out how something will taste in my head, and Fresh does this too. That one, I was like, I don't know. I don't know what that's gonna taste like. It's gonna be interesting. I know that.
Yeah, usually
You know,
you'll see me crunching the numbers in my head. I'm like,
You're crunching the flavors is what you're doing. You're thinking on your palate with your head somehow. I see you doing it too. I've seen you do it, and I do that. And then I was trying to do that with Echo Dub's recipe. That mint one is like, I mean, that eucalyptus one is like, I have no idea what that's gonna taste like. I know it's gonna be funky, weird.
But I think this made me really a better mixer this year, like creating recipes for your show and come up with really strange and odd flavors. And yeah, somehow it makes you a better mixer, understanding your stash of flavor. Sometimes I use a flavor I would never use otherwise, you know. And then you have a themed show. Like mint, and then I go over my flavor stash. Like, hey, I never really used that. How does that smell with rosemary? Oh, that's interesting.
yeah, you know, I used to hear that a lot when people would come on the shows, and they're like, "Well, I was scared to come on the show because you know making something up on the spot most of the time I'll take a while." It's like, just your flavors. Like, you know, you're hanging out on the shows, you're mixing. You know, you've got 10, 15 recipes under your belt even. You know the flavors that you use. Just use them. Don't be scared. You know, and then
And sometimes you have to be brave enough to mix something you maybe would not vape, and then hey, let's see how it turns out. And,
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I still think my percentage of dumpster fires to success is even at this point of mixing is still way in the dumpster fire area. But you know, over the last 5 years or so, I've been slowly making up ground on the dumpster fires. But
Yeah, and
Yeah.
all my
Have you
AFL
after-
contributions I really mixed up this year. I didn't do any.
You went out of
theory
your
craft.
comfort zone. You did some way out of comfort zone
yeah,
out there ones. Some of them look really, really good though.
and that's a great thing. You know, get out of your comfort zone. Like, like I said, I didn't enjoy tobaccos until I tried that one vape. And that was the one that I was like, man, wait a minute. This is way different than I thought it was going to be. This is so much better. Let me go ahead and, okay, I'm going to get a couple tobaccos and see what I can do. And then next thing I know, I've got all the flavoras and, almost all the Inaweras. And
You had a lot of success with 555 Gold.
that's a great, hard to mess up tobacco.
Or sweet and smoky. That's what I like.
Oh yeah.
Sweet and smoky is so good, so good. It's the perfect
It's almost
tobacco
like a
additive.
candy tobacco.
Yeah, it's
I put it in every tobacco I make, pretty much.
I think that was. I think the year that I proclaimed Swaggy's Pumpkin was number 1. I proclaimed that as number 2, and everybody was looking at me like I was crazy. I was like, just put it in any tobacco recipe that you're making. Just put a 1/4% in. Just do it.
Yep.
See what it does, and all of a sudden everybody's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
If you like it, up it up to a half, because it's even good there too.
Yeah, push it to a half.
Just makes it a little smokier, a little more robust.
Yeah, and it sweetens your tobacco vape without having to use sweeteners.
Yep.
Like grab something like Soho, good old Soho here. I just saw this sitting here. Good old Soho. It's a caramelly butterscotch heavy.
There's one
with a little bit of tobacco. Throw a little bit of sweet and smoky on it.
It has a lot of sweet and smoky in it. Actually, I think it's a 0.5% in this. This is my dark mint Turkish tobacco.
I think sweet and smoky is
pods.
Is the only tobacco flavor I've ever bought a 60 ml bottle of. I think sweet and smoky is the only one.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't believe it's weird how my tobacco flavorings I have now. It's like I start off with I was avoiding them for the longest time.
A lot of people do.
Some of the old school ones were horrible.
Oh, they were really bad, really bad. Like I said, the tobaccos that I tried when I was first switching over to vaping, because I was like, I gotta be a tobacco. Is there anything tastes like a cigarette? And they tried to explain to me that it's more like tobacco leaf, and I just wasn't listening. But they turned me off so bad from tobaccos. I was like, I just don't want to deal with them. And then a
lot of people were using the flavor art ones, and there's a couple of those that have like a baby powder off note to them. I remember that when I first started vaping, let me try some tobaccos, and a lot of commercial companies were using flavor art tobaccos. And then later on when I started getting those actual component flavors, I was like, oh yeah, this is what I remember smelling in those old vapes. It's like it's like a barber shop or baby powder, weird fucking off note. And I remember Phil Basardo used to say that too. He's like, it's like a barber, it's like you're vaping a barber shop. I was like, I get it.
Stop, sick boy.
Sick boy. What the hell, sick boy?
That's a name I have not heard in a while.
How you doing, man?
MYOB.
Still sick?
Or no, MBOY. Or MBYO. No.
And Echo Dub, I got to thank you too.
Well, sick boy.
I've been missing Larry a lot lately because there's been no booze vapes really made. You've made a few, which actually really does make me smile.
I'm excited.
Makes me miss Larry some more.
I'm excited for the Larry Swaggy thing they've got going on. I'm excited to give it a shot. I think that's good. I think if anybody can put something together, it's going to be those two. Where I'll be like, okay, I really want to make some vapes out of this. Because I've been so booze free that even when I mix them up, I'm just like, it's good. It's not good for me, but it's good. At work and always sick. That's right, because sick boy's the illest. That's right. Good to see you, though, man. Good to see you. Probably right towards the end of the show, yeah. Yeah. About time for us to get to movings. So let's start swinging around the room. We'll make our way slowly out of here, and then Tim's got a show coming up here in a bit, and then Monday for Christmas, Tim's rocking a show. So I plan on being there. So we'll see you all Monday. Is that Gizzard Stew? No, I thought I saw Gizzard Stew's icon for a sec. If you're out there somewhere, Gizzard Stew.
Love you, Gizzard Stew.
Love you.
Fork.
Sport
Fresh, just to warn you, if we do play Quiplash, I don't know if you caught any of those games, and you can ask Addie. Lady Liberty gets a little bit dirty.
So does Addie. Don't let him fool you.
Oh yeah.
Addie gets a little bit dirty, but Lady Liberty gets a little bit worse.
Oh, every once in a while, DeMillen will throw something in there. It's like,
I prefer Drawful. Can we play Drawful? Do you have that?
Drawful's a lot of fun.
I remember you guys were like, "There's no way you guys that Adam's using a mouse to draw those fucking pictures," and I was like, "I'm not cheating, I swear.
So
I'm just really good with a mouse."
Drawful is
Rin
fun,
was like,
but
"There's
it
no
would
way
have to
you
be the
drew
people in
that."
Zoom playing because of the delay.
yeah, the drawful has to for the delay purposes.
I love that game.
So only people like really in Zoom can join in so they can see the screen and not have the delay.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh, it used to be so fun though.
Murder mystery.
Addie's good at that one. Don't play with Addie. He wins most of the time.
He's good at sussing people
Hi,
out.
Deb.
I would think you guys
What's up,
would love
Deb?
to play the game Among Us. Have you played that one yet?
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, Among Us is fun. I remember the one time I was the murderer. I got away with it for quite a while.
There's no way it's Fresh03. He's way too nice. Fresh is
Oh.
going around.
I've never played Among Us, but Graham did
fun.
ask if we could play so he could kill me.
It's super fun.
Oh,
I
man.
think Rin came on that show, and like half my cover was I'd go and I'd like I was following her around because I was trying to convince everybody it was her. So,
That's fun.
it's like I think it's Rin, everybody. Like I've been watching her. She's pretty suspect over here. Like she keeps. Like, she was in the area, I promise. And then I think that's how I got caught. Is I think I took her out.
Yeah, that is what happened. When she was gone, that's when they figured out it was you.
Yeah, it took a while. It took a while for people to figure out it was me. Because I was.
It's funny when
I was
Adam
good-
mentioned Phil Visardo, it just the first thing always pops in my head is Rin vapes.
Yep. Rin.
Oh yeah, it's her boyfriend.
Yeah. Rin, how's your
She loves
boyfriend?
Phil.
How's your boyfriend?
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god!
Stupid. You're
was so awesome.
stupid. She's red as a beet.
In Pittsburgh, so awesome. Oh my god!
I love Phil. Phil taught me how to vape, man.
Hey, Deb 22.
Phil taught a lot of us how to vape.
That's
Yeah.
You coming up to say goodbye, Pop Pop?
Religiously watched Phil when I first started. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
So much. So many videos.
There we go. Poppy's coming to say goodbye.
Oh,
That's
aw.
Aw.
I'm so glad
That was a
Deb
good stretch.
I've been wondering where Deb has been. Nice to see you in here.
Yeah, good seeing you, Deb. All
Dad's
right.
making cookies, probably. Mm.
So yeah, let's go reverse order. Adam, how you got anything big going around this week?
Oh, not really. I mean, I'm hanging out with family the next couple days, but like nothing extravagant or exciting. Just at my house or my uncle's house tomorrow, which is across the street. And then on Christmas Day, my sister and my brother-in-law are coming here, and my mom's boyfriend and my mom.
What food are you looking to the most? Does that somebody make like a food that's not? They have to.
No, so on Christmas Eve, we're just ordering pizzas. Because they just want to have like a pizza, beer, and watch the Bears game kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, well, I'll do the pizza and the beer. I don't give a shit about the Bears. But and then on Christmas
The
Day, I
Bears.
don't know. I think my mom is cooking like a baked mustacholi and like some mac and cheese, and I think she's making a ham and some chicken and shit. So
Oh man! Wow.
What's a muscatoli?
we had our what?
What's a muscatoli?
Mustacholi? Like a
Yeah.
baked mustacholi?
Is it like
Yeah,
a,
what
Had a
is that?
mustacholi?
like a
No,
Really?
I never heard of it.
me neither.
God. It's like a lasagna kind of, but instead of flat noodles, you use mostaccioli noodles, which are like long with and they look like they're slit at like a 45-degree angle, and it's just meat and cheese and red sauce and meat and cheese and red sauce.
That sounds good. I never
And
had
you
it.
bake it. Oh my God, are you kidding
Sounds
me?
delightful.
Oh,
Oh my God, my mom's been making that for fucking years. Here,
Never heard of it.
look, baked mustacholi. Bam. There.
Wow.
That's what it looks like.
I could go for a big old bowl of that.
You could use like ground beef, or you could
That looks
use
like
whatever,
it's got ziti in
ground turkey, or you could
That looks like
use
ziti.
Italian sausage.
it. Doesn't that
It's
look
really
like ziti to you?
It does
That's
look
the
like a
chili.
ziti.
Yep.
That's the name of the noodle, for real though. I wouldn't lie to you.
And I'm with you, DeMillan. I could go for it.
So good though, so good.
Well, it sounds like
It's
Adam's
like a
eating
staple.
well.
Oh my god, yeah.
Speaking of eating well, what you got planned, Dave?
The Christmas dinner got postponed because people are sick.
Ah,
Oh, bummer.
Yeah,
Better
not
than
sure
lasagna.
when that'll be rescheduled for. But just relaxing, 2 weeks off. I'm gonna enjoy every minute.
Good for you. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
You gonna go play paintball?
Oh God, no.
do you know what they put in those things?
The last thing
Yeah.
I'm gonna do-
Yes. They put Kinder Buenos and stuff in that.
Yeah, the last thing I'm doing is playing paintball.
Yeah, I figured.
You get arrow bars and paintball bags and everything, don't we, Dave?
Oh yeah, exactly.
They were so good. Best paintball bag I ever got.
So good that he stole one of mine.
Define stole.
How about you, DeMillan? What are you doing?
I'm going over to my friend's house, her cousin's house. That's a big family dinner thing, and it's going to be a spread of food like you can't believe. And I'm just looking forward to it all.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be
And
nice.
taking a plate home so I can have some for later.
You
Yeah.
get some muscatoli or whatever it is. Yeah.
I don't think they'll have the muscatoli though. They'll have egg rolls. I know they'll have egg rolls.
Oh, I remember you telling us they're Chinese, right?
Yeah,
Oh, so that'll be
Ooh.
interesting. That'll be cool.
Oh, sounds good.
it's just all white folk food though. You got your ham, your turkey, just all the same foods that we eat. The only thing that's kind of different is the egg roll. No one really comes with any Chinese food. But
It's a shame.
it's always a good time. It's going to be good because we have the Niners to watch too.
That's right.
So,
You and Golfy got any money on the game?
oh no,
He's not a Ravens fan.
Oh, I thought they were playing his team.
The Packers?
Green
No.
Bay.
No, it's Ravens Niners. The two number one seeds in the AFC and the NFC going at it.
yeah.
Friction.
Friction.
So it should be a very nice day.
Hope you're doing good, Friction.
You're hanging in there, brother.
Hey, Friction.
All right, we'll throw it to Dub. What you got going this week, man?
Relax. I have to work on Wednesday again, so I enjoy the next few days to take my time off and visit my family, and the rest of the time I maybe go to studio to do new projects and all that, and yeah, just taking my time off. Yep, that's all. And sleep a lot.
Yes, sleep is good.
I agree.
I
Good
concur
enough.
100%.
We did that yesterday. We crashed like all day.
Was nice.
Yeah, he fell asleep with the bunny, and then I was like, oh, well, you know what? Might as well.
Before you know it, it's 11 o'clock at night. It's like, where'd the day go?
He woke me up, and he's like, we should probably eat some lunch. I'm like, not my fault you fell asleep.
All right, so yeah. Cassie, Tim, what else you guys got going this week?
Shows.
Shows.
Lots of shows.
Fair
I
enough.
don't have a day. I don't have a day off until Friday. So
Watching stupid movies for a stupid podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Pearl. Check out Pearl. I think you and Lando might like it.
I got the cookies, doing Christmas cookies shows this afternoon. Then the Christmas show, and then on Monday, and then Tuesday. Forget which Tuesday's one of the ones for New Year's. New Year's
cocktails, wasn't
snacks,
it?
holiday snacks. I think that's actually Saturday.
Okay, so holiday snacks and then cocktails.
Holiday snacks, and then cocktails, and then recording the podcast on after Benny's show on Wednesday and TJ's show on Wednesday. Benny's show is going to be watching Lady Liberty get completely tanked. That'll be fun. And then the after effects of that show we should be able to see on TJ's show, which will be fun.
Did she lose a bet? Did you lose a bet or something? Why are you going to get tanked?
Because it's Benny's Christmas show. Every year they do vodka with the flavorings in them for Christmas, and I told them I would come on. It's actually been going on Benny a lot.
And then recording the podcast on Thursday. So it's going to be a busy week. But this year I'm feeling a little bit of a holiday spirit, and I haven't for a long time really felt it. This year I haven't. I know it's the community. I know it is. It's actually, I've been on a roll ever since I went to visit you, Addie. It's just felt really good ever since I was over there. Yeah.
You know, when I had to stay home with the animals and I didn't even get a Popeye sandwich.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
I love the red beans and rice from Popeyes.
Well, he was gone and I was partaking in a Popeyes commercial came on. And I was like, oh, I really want a Popeyes chicken sandwich now.
And the car was running on like 6 cylinders trying to add the 8 on the way home. And I had to go up the hill in Troy to buy the Popeyes. Like, want to stop. My friend is a manager here. I want to stop, but I don't dare stop because I might not make it home.
Yeah.
It would have been worth it.
I know, right? You would have got some extra sandwiches. They would have upsized your drink, all that. Come on now.
It would have been worth it. The car needed a break.
Yeah, break. Literally. It might not have made it here.
Yeah, I was worried about you then.
It was a nice trip regardless, Addie. It was great hanging out with you. That I won't forget that sandwich. That sandwich was absolutely it got me back into horseradish. I have horseradish growing in the other room. I'm getting it ready to plant this spring. Because of that, it pushed me to I need fresh horseradish. It's not the same.
The leaves are okay for Bunny because those leaves are getting like huge.
But yeah, it grew really well. Got from the grocery store, but saved some of it and grew it. That's what I got going on, Fresh.
Excellent.
What do you got going on?
Hanging out with you. Probably put another layer of paint on my garage. Probably that'll be like Christmas Day. And then back to work Tuesday, Wednesday. Then I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I have 5 days off. And I'll be over in Montana for those. So
have a safe trip.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Montana hasn't. Well, I suppose I should look.
Montana isn't. Oh, never mind. I should look first. Make sure.
Check out that's what I'll do. I'll check out the 10-day forecast.
Weather forecast. And we're gonna have turkey for Christmas, right?
Yep. That's why I said when you said something about smoke, that turkey is small enough to fit in the smoker.
Oh, someone's planning on making me work for Christmas. Okay.
I can cook it in the oven.
30% chance of snow on Thursday going over. That'll probably be later in the day.
Just be careful.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Does a rental car come with chains?
No.
Ew.
But they have roadside assistance.
They do.
Roadside assistance, 4 bald tires, you're good to go.
And then Bozeman looks good the whole time I'm there. Be cold at night, but be all right in the day. Not much different than here. So, yeah.
Rental cars come with a snow brush, or you have to supply your own?
You have to supply your own. It doesn't look like there's snow in the forecast. But I do have a tendency to bring bad weather with me when I go over there, so. But I'm also going to be jumping around to different places in Montana, too. Like, I'm planning on driving up to where my parents are at. So, there's no telling what the weather will be there.
Fresh snow since 03. Got it.
That's right. Well, usually when I go visit, it's usually like right after, well, of course, like right now, and it'll do the negative 35 thing, but.
Ugh.
Mm.
Ugh.
That's right, Swaggy Shane. Yeah, that Popeye's red bean and rice.
Echo Dub's running his AC.
This?
I'm thinking while he's out there freezing, you're gonna be running your AC, trying to stay cool.
No.
But yeah, Toonie, what you got going on this week, man?
Nothing. All good. My mom's kind of like in a rebound mode the last few days, so that's good.
Oh, that's good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
If anybody's struggling out there or needs something to do for Christmas or Christmas Eve, Tim's running a show on Christmas, and Legion Vapes and Grim Green are running Christmas Eve shows.
Oh yeah, that's what we'll be doing Sunday.
Yeah, so that's all I got.
Good to know. Thank you.
Welcome.
Excellent. So there is places to go. There are people to hang out with, everybody. So if you need some support during the holidays, you know where we're at.
Yep, and reach out. Don't be afraid to reach out if you need to.
Exactly.
Yeah, my DMs will be open during the show. I don't usually do that. You don't usually pay attention to my DMs during a show, but I will definitely be doing that for Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to talk publicly, it's always private possible.
DMs and where?
Instagram, Facebook, Discord, wherever you want to get a hold of me at.
Oh, okay.
We gonna see Texas Mama this year?
I talked to her the other day and I let her know about the show, but I don't know if she's gonna make it or not. We'll see. She might be busy for the holidays. I don't know.
I hope she's nice and busy.
I do too. Unfortunately, Caitlin did find out recently she's diabetic. So, yeah. That's making it tough for them because they're not used to being able to eat whatever they want, and now they're more limited. So,
a lot more limited.
You know the feeling, my fresh. That
yeah.
first transition day is like, oh, I found out on Thanksgiving is when I found out. It's like,
oof.
Okay, day before Thanksgiving, I saw my test results. Oh no, and I couldn't get any medicine yet because I wasn't seeing my doctor until the following week. So I was like, well, I guess I'm eating like no carbs for Thanksgiving. Well, this sucks.
Yeah.
Yep. So no potatoes and carrots with the turkey, just turkey and
And watching her eat it and drooling the whole time. That's exactly what my Thanksgiving was like that year.
Hey, when you couldn't have carbs, I did really good not eating any carbs in front of you so you didn't get jealous.
You did, but Thanksgiving you didn't because we were already planning on having carbs. But
I already had stuff out for it.
I know.
Stuff
I know.
prepped.
I wasn't mad at you.
Wait till they tell you to cut out salt. Hello, Dolly.
They already told me that, but I don't have to because I don't have problems with it. She has problems with it. I don't.
Sucks, man. Everything's got like a ton of salt in it.
All the fun stuff, for sure.
All the good stuff, man.
DeMillan, have you tried using the sea salt? It doesn't affect you as badly.
Yeah, I think I have sea salt.
Sea salt isn't as bad. It's not as it doesn't affect as bad with the swelling and stuff like that.
Okay.
And the swelling.
Still not good for you, but it's a better option if you're gonna go that way.
And so we actually had a couple of hams over the past couple of weeks because we found some on sale. So I'm like wicked swollen in my ankles because it's been so salty. So ham.
Oof.
And after the show, we're having more ham.
Good times.
Salt is salt, Swaggy, but it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect her as bad, the sea salt.
No.
All right. So, all right. Well, let's get on out of Dodge, shall we? Get on with our days. So everybody be beautiful to each other. Educate, advocate, be good for this community. Holiday edition. Remember to talk to all the folks that you love. Be kind to people during the holidays. A lot of people super stressed during this time. They may try and take it out on you, but if you just smile and wish them a happy holidays, a lot of times that'll turn their day around. So keep that in mind and get off your butts and bake. Bye!
Bye! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Hiss!